You don't need a killer, dragon for me. Ooh, I don't need no fairy tale.
Last time, you went to sleep 100 feet up the road from where from an apparent bandit kidnapping. I believe at least one of you, and then probably the rest of you afterwards, found a burgled and destroyed cart. I think. Is that right? Yeah, yeah. And before that, you guys, we started last session in Meadowfen, and this was the, or was it where we end the Reach? I know we went through the Reach last session.
Yeah, we started in Meadowfen and we went through the Reach, and
Gotcha.
here we are at the Burgles.
Right, checked in with Genra's family, made some shady trade deals. Yeah.
Well, that's true. Got a important recipe for us.
Right. Discovered the death of a beloved ancient family member. May or may not have procured weird religious iconography and rites of some kind. Who knows?
Witnessed a kidnapping.
Witnessed a bandit kidnapping. And then went a little ways up the road and decided to bed down for the night in the trees. We pick up today with that decision having just been made. You are 100 feet inside the tree line, another 100 feet up the road. It is, late night, 10, 11 o'clock, before quite, a little while before high moon, and time to sleep. What do you do? How do you do it? What's your plan?
Well, we already set the alarm for anyone and
Ugla. Yes, of course.
Yeah. And we were just about to decide on shifts and hit the hay.
Indeed. So, what are those shifts?
I would like to go second.
Why second?
He's always been second. I'll go first if you guys don't care.
I guess Genra could go last.
All right. Sounds like
Ugla, sensing the concern in her voice. Would you like to go second, Genra?
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me, but...
Are you sure? I've heard second's pretty good.
I just want to know, which one would be better for your particular condition,
Oh, the campfire stuff?
Yes. I don't know.
Oh, well, maybe last.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking, because then, maybe I honestly.
If I don't wake up and no one wakes up and I make a fire, it's closer to dawn.
Right.
I'll go last.
But you've been making those in your sleep, not
right.
Not while you're on watch.
But maybe if.
But if no one wakes up and we screw up our watch, then I'm going to make a fire whenever it is, right?
Maybe I will go.
I don't know if there is a way to optimize this. I'm not sure this makes any logical sense.
I honestly don't know. Maybe what would make sense is your sleeping position in relation to whoever is taking watch. Maybe you have to sleep near them taking watch.
Yeah, I should sleep with my back to someone else so it wakes them up if I get up.
Perhaps, yes. That's exactly one way that we could do it. What do you guys think about that?
Do y'all want to take shifts on sleeping with your back against me? I snore really loud.
Really selling it there.
Really, just that little caveat.
Have you ever heard a Strigg snore?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, and my head turns all the way around. It's like a siren.
Oh, goodness, that sounds absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it provides
No better
equal
than
sound
being-
distribution.
Go on.
Well, I don't know what to do anymore. I give up. You guys can just figure it out, and I will go. What was I going to do?
I think
Well,
you wanted
Henry, it
second.
was your idea. I mean, I'm sure you could do it.
You know what? How about this? I take. No, that's not gonna help. Okay, that's fine. I will be the one to sleep against Ugla, and I will let everyone know if there is an issue. If there is an issue, I will immediately alert you by honk.
All right.
Honk.
Well,
Thank you. Hopefully, no fires tonight. Being in the middle of the woods and all.
don't we want to?
Absolutely.
It's like, don't we want to keep stealthy? Maybe not honk.
It will be a discreet honk.
Discreet honk.
Mm.
Yes, yes.
Honk.
All right. So, what is the final order?
Me first, Ugla second,
Camera third.
Junior third.
Jenner second, Lycus third, Ugla fourth.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
I'm good with that too.
All right. Why don't we save a little time and everyone make a perception check? For your,
Or
your-
might
for
not
your
even
relevant
before we even
watches.
fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yay. That's exactly what I want to do. Wow.
Oh wow, getting rolled a
Really
1.
just-
Holy shit, Rezik got 20 plus. What is going on? The luck
It's
has
crazy.
shifted.
Today's my day.
The luck has shifted,
Middle ground.
and Ugla's got a double-digit number. What is happening?
Hmm.
Okay. So who was first? Rezik was first. He is extremely watchful. Genra was second. He is not. Lycus is third. He is not. And Ugla. So first first is very watchful. Last is kind of the middle two, basically asleep. Okay. Cool. Good. So Rezik, the night falls, your companions bed down to sleep, and you begin a steady, silent patrol about the camp, making sure to keep watch, making sure nothing's going on. The brush to the, I guess it would be the northwest of you, makes noise several times throughout your watch, but nothing really comes of it. There's never anything within the radius of light or that really breaks the darkness in any capacity. But maybe half a dozen times you hear something moving in the night. Other than that, your your watch passes uneventfully.
Could.
Yes.
Never mind. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I was gonna say, could I take a blind shot at it with my bow and arrow? But
certainly
I don't want to
can.
do that because it was clear that there were civilians and anybody mistake. So I'm good. Nothing,
Okay.
nothing happens.
Okay. Genra, you're up second.
Oh, we hit our camp last time. I don't know if that number's important.
You did. It was quite hidden.
Okay.
So we thought.
So yeah, you believe it's hidden.
Hmm.
It's actually an 11.
Right. Genra, Rezik wakes you. You feel like you didn't sleep well. That you those 2-3 hours that you got that short nap just weren't cutting it, and so you can tell you're gonna struggle through this watch. A lot of times, basically anytime you think you hear something, rather than looking outwards, you snap your head towards Ugla. Do you think he's about to get up and go make a fire? But he's never moving. He snores a lot. Sometimes he rolls over. But every time you think you hear the brush or something in the trees, You just look over at him instead of thinking that it might be something outside the camp. I mean, there's not a whole lot of hiding a camp with a loudly snoring Strig in the middle. Maybe
Okay.
maybe Rezik's camp hiding activities in the future should include gagging Ugla.
This is getting really kinky.
Hmm.
Uh,
Ugla is devout, ma'am.
Oh,
Although
he's
we'll
all
figure out
very
exactly what all that
happy.
means later.
yeah,
I
you
guess.
know, who knows what the strictures of Altus are? You never know.
Right. It includes a moral duty to have sex whenever possible in order to uphold the vitality and endurance that Altus instills into his followers.
It includes a regular ritual flogging. Doesn't say you can't
Yes.
enjoy it.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I'm out.
Okay, Genra. Nothing seems to have come by or done anything aside from the very disruptive Ugla. Your watch ends and you awaken Jan Lycus. Lycus, you're feeling the same. Maybe it's the forest. These tree roots you were laying on were a bad choice, and you don't feel like you got too much rest, and you're groggy when she awakens you. About an hour into Lycus's watch, a scream pierces the night. Everyone roll perception.
Disadvantaged because we're waking up?
No, yours is just harder.
Oh.
Ah, there goes back to the morals.
Ah, all is right with the world.
Yeah.
Yes, reset.
All right. Lycus, you sneezed right when it happened. You didn't hear it. Rezek,
Yeah. Oh, that popped my ear.
yeah. You got a ringing. You're not sure what's going on. Rezek and Ugla, too deeply asleep, not hearing a damn thing. Genra, despite your already bad sleep, you startle awake as a scream pierces the night.
Is like it's like slightly nearby.
It was real loud, so it's either nearby or far away and real loud.
No, Lycus. Is he?
Oh,
close to
Lycus.
me,
Yeah.
or-
He's right over there.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to Lycus. Lycus, wake up! I heard a scream. Did you hear it? You
What?
didn't hear the scream?
He should be
There was a
awake.
scream?
He is kind of awake. You know,
He
he's-
is awake. He is awake.
Well, I'm trying to
I-
for
well,
everybody else. So,
where did it come from? Do you know?
do I know?
You were asleep.
I don't know. I was sleeping, and then I was startled awake by it.
I mean, it could be the
You guys
the
don't
night.
s-
It could be the night strig.
I don't
I
think
hear-
it was a night.
I've heard they're
stray. I
active
think it
around
was
these parts.
Somebody in distress.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it wasn't. So it wasn't the night strig bandits. Okay, that's good.
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure the Night Strig is just Batman. I'm 100% certain, in fact. So you discuss it. You're opening out your eyes. You're looking around. I mean, the jolt and hearing there's a scream kind of perks you up, like as you're not feeling as groggy. You know, get a little burst of adrenaline going. When it comes again, a powerful screech of
That it is.
seemingly terror, not necessarily pain, coming from the west.
Did you hear it? That it is again.
Whoa. Did my ear just pop again?
Does,
Okay.
does this one wake us up?
No, you're too sleepy.
Okay.
All right, we should wake up the others because
I
if
agree.
it's coming our direction, we need to know, and we may want to go check it out.
Wake up, everybody! Wake up! There is a scream happening, and I don't know why. What?
Too
They
late.
knock on your way up and
Genra has called out to her sleeping teammates. Ugla and Rezik, you awaken.
It's all a ruckus.
Just in time. A waif of a girl, a female
Jubine.
hedge. A female hedge comes.
Are there half races in this?
There are not, thankfully.
I was gonna say like hedge bean,
That'd be extremely awkward.
Yes.
a little baby hedgehog.
So yes, a female
TG.
hedge comes stumbling into camp in a blind panic. She's running through, apparently away from something behind her, and it takes her until she's almost all the way through your camp to notice that she's past you, at which point she screeches to a halt and turns around.
Start putting on my gear immediately.
You start armoring up.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you?
What's
What are you
the
doing
matter?
here?
Who are you, and why are you here?
Now that you've got a decent look at her, actually, well, point of order. How many of you have dark vision?
Lycus does.
Lycus and Ugla, I believe.
Yeah. Like a snuggle.
Okay. Rezik and Genra, you don't see shit. There's no fire because you were sleeping in a stealth camp. You hear her panicked footsteps. You hear her come heavy breathing and very nearly hyperventilating as she tumbles into the camp, whimpering and kind of crying with fear. Ugla and Lycus, you see in the black and white of dark vision this panicked and harried hedge girl. She looks like she's no more than 20 to 25, maybe younger. You're not super great at aging hedges. And her clothes are bloodied and torn.
It's okay. You're safe here. What are you running from?
They're coming. We have to go. Who are you? You shouldn't be here. These are bandit woods. We have to go.
Oh, we're gonna kill some bandits tonight. Everyone get your gear together. I think we found it.
Yeah.
Well,
I have no gear.
I know, Juggler. Dude, I can't see.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
also can't
Oh.
see.
A young female hedge is beat up really bad, and she
Why
says
did
she's
I
running
hear
from
that?
bandits.
Quit describing who I am and let's leave.
Well, we got to get our stuff together. We can't just leave it here. Plus, I mean, if they come this way, we can get the jump on them.
How
In
big-
fact,
how big are
everybody
these
be real
things?
quiet and stealthy like. Get your stuff together, and if they come this way, we're gonna jump.
No one gets the jump on Yormund.
Who?
Yormond? Who that?
What do you mean? He's the demon who runs the bandit camp.
He's an actual demon,
I
or like a figure of speech?
haven't
That's a
seen
figure.
him.
It's a figure of speech. Anyway, yes, we're listening. Let's go ahead and pack up and start moving because they're gonna come this way now that they've heard all of us.
Yeah, I mean, I'd kind of wanted to rescue that girl from last night, though. Did you get kidnapped last night?
No, I was kidnapped a month ago. I escaped.
Oh man, so they're kidnapping all kinds of people. We should round up a group and go get them.
We have a group here.
Oh man,
There
do you know where their location is?
Are you ridiculous? We have to leave. They will
Okay,
kill
yeah.
us.
I'm getting my stuff ready. We're going, but you can lead us back with an army, right?
No, I want to run and burrow and never come out.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna save you, you gotta help us find these people who are kidnapping people.
Ugla, shut up.
I mean, if she doesn't help us, it's just gonna keep happening.
All right, let's see if this works. Booming through the night, you hear a voice call out as if magically enhanced. Are you out there, my dear? Are you running? Have you found those travelers I told you to look for?
Are
Oh,
you
wait.
working for a bad guy?
No, I didn't turn on my neat effect. I have to press a button.
Do it again. Do it again.
Oh,
It was
do it
supposed
again,
to
yeah.
sound like this.
Do it again. Do it again. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Are you running, my
This is the
dear?
best.
Did you
Oh
find
my
those travelers I told you to look for?
Oh God.
Oh, so this guy really is a demon. You weren't joking.
All right, everyone, armor up. We're about to get jumped.
Indeed.
Hey, do
I
you
like
work
it.
for that guy?
No, he didn't. I swear, he didn't tell me. I don't work for anyone. Please, I just want to leave.
Are you wearing a
Can
wire?
I go? What's a wire?
Communications device.
What's
I
that?
think it's for talking.
We're talking now. Does that count? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think he can hear us.
Oh wait, I think I even have a higher pitched one. I'm so sorry.
Dude,
It sounds the
that
same.
could easily pass for an animal folk lady.
Is it the same? It should be a little higher. I mean, it's not. This one's not.
I mean, it is higher, but it's
Chipmunky.
relatively the same as
Yeah,
what
yeah,
your,
yeah. This one,
your
this,
normal.
right. This one has very
Go.
little effect. It just raises the pitch ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly.
Like on, off. Same pitch.
That's cool.
I don't know. Okay, cool. So she said, "I don't know, blah blah blah. I don't know if that whole what's a wire conversation actually happened. Probably not."
No. All right, so everybody ready? Let's
She
let's
looks
get back to the road.
she looks panic stricken. Like she would really like to continue running, but isn't sure if she should run with you guys or if you guys might protect her. She looks very
No.
conflicted.
We're gonna protect you. Stay with us. Let's just get to the road. We all got our stuff ready. We got our gear on. If demon guy comes through here, we'll fight him. If not, we'll go round up some rustlers and see if we can take care of them. Maybe see if there's any gold attached. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Do you know where we're going? I just ran in a
Yeah.
direction.
South, right to the road. We're actually right by the road. We can kind of, yeah.
Oh, good. I didn't even know the road was so close.
Yep. Let's get moving. Everybody ready?
Yeah, which way are we going? East. Now I understand we're
Right,
going
when you
south,
get
but
to the
when we
road.
get to the road,
East.
East. You want to keep headed interior to the wood.
Do we know if there are any towns or anything before we get to Alderheart or anything
Not on
there?
this
Just
road, no.
Where are you from?
Do we really have time to get to know each other?
Would you rather go to Winnowing Reach or Alderheart?
I don't care.
Okay. I mean, okay. Let's go east, I guess. Although Winnowing Reach is closer if we want to try and get some help to come deal with the bandit. What do y'all think?
Can
so
I
we go
ask a-
for.
Go,
Go ahead.
for it. I was just gonna ask. So I don't think I've ever actually used things that much. So I have, speak
Indeed.
with animals.
Things.
Um,
So you can
Oh
speak.
my god,
so
we
you
have
can speak
two
with
animal
yourself.
speakers in the group?
so I was thinking, like, is this a time in which Ganra would be able to use something like that, or does it have to be in
Which animals are you hoping to speak to?
I guess I was just gonna. Do I have to have a specific animal that I'm trying
Yeah,
to speak
you get
to,
like
or just
spot
general?
an animal.
No, I mean speak with animals talks to all nearby animals.
Anything that could hear you, that's
Okay.
true.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
nighttime.
But it has to like
So
they
I
have,
was-
but there's some like limitations. Like they have to be in the beast category of like monster or creature, and they have to be nearby and be able to hear you.
Right.
So like if
It'd
they
be like an actual owl.
right, so like if there's some birds up in the trees sleeping, you might maybe you get lucky. But if all this yelling and screaming has scared them off, you're probably not gonna
Yeah.
find anybody.
Oh
That's
man,
kind of what I was thinking.
do you remember Zaus trying to like call on the animals to help him
Yeah.
when we were fighting a
Yes,
boss
they're
fight?
like,
Atmosphere,
help
and they-
me!
And the animals were all just terrified and ran away.
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, I don't know. I thought I'd ask. But yeah, I kind of figured maybe between all of the craziness going on that there wouldn't be animals, or just because it's bandit territory, they might have just, kind of.
You might know which way they're coming from.
That's kind of what I was wondering too. Like, I was either gonna have a diversion, or some sort of like insight into like who was coming. But I think it's better that I not. So, yeah.
So there are many situations in which speaking it with animals is very useful. Usually, combat or near combat, not one of them.
Okay, got it.
But you're like fucking, you're at a farm and you're not, and some cows are getting stolen by the chupacabra. Good time to talk to cows.
It's an investigative versus. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Or I mean, like if you're in combat, like with an animal or trying to help some animals, then it can be useful in combat. You're like, oh, you see some tigers getting attacked by a dragon. You want to talk to the tigers? Sure.
Got it. Okay. Good to know.
So, you've gathered your gear. What are you doing? You want to head south to the road and then.
Oh God.
Oh,
I vote
God.
east.
East. All right.
That's what I vote. But
What does your wife vote?
what do you vote, Amber? East or west? Said east as well.
All right, good.
Did she though?
Yeah. No, she actually did.
Nice.
One
Amber,
time
Amber,
I
like,
can't
say
hear
it louder.
Amber.
I kind of feel like we should get this young lady back to Winnowing Reach. She seems injured.
No, this isn't my blood. It's okay. I can run.
Whose blood is it?
Okay, you're in for a long haul to Alderheart.
What?
Let's go.
Okay. Okay, let's run.
All right, we're going east. I mean, we were going east anyway.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, it must be 8 o'clock. I hear howls. Ah, yes.
What are the 8 o'clock howls?
Somebody coming.
No, there's a. I don't know. It's not really a meme. There's an internet thing about supporting healthcare workers that at 8 o'clock you go outside your
they all
house and
sing.
you howl.
Oh, here
Howling.
they're like
Got it.
singing.
Ah,
Here
I
they're
don't know.
doing nothing.
Coordinated
Sometimes you might
songs
hear
down at
gunshots.
8 o'clock. Oh, 8 o'clock gunshots in
Yeah.
support of Walmart delivery drivers.
What
In
spooked
support of murder.
what spooked me was that like someone almost always starts it with a firework. So I hear one loud bucket, like one loud boom, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then oh yeah.
Reminds me of
It's
being
fun.
at back in school when finals week was over. Everybody started like screaming out the window at midnight or something.
Wow.
It was
that's so
some weird
interactive.
campus tradition at midnight on something during finals. Like everyone would yell. I never much cared for it or did it, but I do remember a whole lot of yelling.
Oh yes, I just I just checked my Facebook, and there's a thing from the police department here. Double murder suicide investigation from today.
Oh,
So that's great.
from
Double murder
today.
suicide. That's like
Yes.
3.
Yeah, it is 3. 3 people were found dead inside a home.
Hmm.
It's wild.
Well,
What
Not like this.
what pleasant news.
So those gunshots, they do happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. Okay, I just
Well,
also
I had
wanted to
tacos for
say-
dinner.
that's
good.
awesome. Actually,
Mhm.
very good.
I killed tacos.
Okay.
I feel like Genra is very suspicious of this hedge.
Uh-huh. Why is that?
The message from the demon, it's not her own blood.
Hmm.
It's all very specific,
Genra, make a insight check for me.
As per you.
Nice. And make a perception check to follow that.
Wow.
Okay.
Dinner's hot.
Everyone is so you guys are like about to move out. You're about to start running south towards the road. But Genra, you've got a sneaking suspicion something's not right here. And because of that, you get to act in the surprise round as the hedge reaches to her own back and yanks just like a fistful of quills out. and throws them onto the ground in front of the party where you guys are running south. Genra, you see her kind of chant a couple of words, and the entire area that the party is standing in suddenly sprouts large spikes. Everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
One roll what?
Initiative.
Initiative.
There's my roll of the night.
All right. You guys are not far from the road. Oh, what are you doing, stupid thing?
I am an idiot. Probably. Where's initiative?
Center top.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oof.
Genra with the perfect camouflage, a green background on her image on a green
Yes.
field. Okay. Cool. She has an 18. And
Damn.
somebody has a 16.
Okay, I better make my shit count.
Guess so.
Fuck. Guess I should start reading my skills and spells.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my character and it's just like trusting, service, perseverance, equality, unassuming. No. Spells. He needs to kill.
Now he needs to kill people. Come on.
Yes.
Well, I can't see.
Hmm. I know
Oh,
that's the worst part of
shit.
this is I've listened to things and I understand what you guys are saying, but I still don't have vision capabilities. So
I think you
I mean, I
saw
can
her
still
do
give you
this stuff.
inspiration. Well, yeah, I did see. I guess I had to get close enough to see her with the
I guess your
arrow.
eyes adjusted to the dark enough to see that.
Well, you're
Maybe.
near the road, which means you're coming out towards moonlight.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
So I
there's-
can see a little bit.
Yeah, so like in this area, probably maybe 30 or 40 feet from this road line, which is on the right side of your screen here. It's considered like low light. It's very shadowy. I wouldn't say you see well, but you can see.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so let's put Genra up near her. Ugla, Rezik, Lycus. All right, so you guys were all rushing. South in the game, east here on the screen, rushing to the right towards the road. When she began to chant a spell, and this huge 20-foot area, 20-foot radius circle, grew massive spikes. And actually, she can do it a little better, like this. All right,
So we're in it. She's not.
she's not. Yes, she is right outside.
And everybody can see the spikes at this point.
Correct. The spikes spring out, and everyone needs to make a reflex save to not take damage. Or not reflex,
That's
dexterity
dex,
save. Yes.
yep.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
19 then to 20.
When it comes to
On the
combat
way.
rolls, we can do well.
I don't know.
Like
I'll
we're
wait
gonna be in
until
a
we're actually
combat
trying to hit
party.
things.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right.
Hey.
All right.
Good job.
No one takes damage. Like so, the spikes spring up. They're not so like dense that you can't step between them. And so in this way, you spot them coming up just in time and move your feet to the right locations. But they are dense enough that the entire area is very difficult to move through. If
Got
you
it.
would move at all from your spot, you will take damage.
Yeah.
You can't you got lucky maybe seeing a spot to put your feet, but you can't see a place you could take a step without taking any damage.
So it's not like large spikes. It's like spikes that would hurt feet.
It's like 3-inch nails spaced every 3 inches.
Okay. All right. That's good.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. So
Could I hit her through this since she's like straddling it?
here, if it makes you feel better, she's over here now.
Oh, so no.
Like
Wanna take
where
a good shot at her.
wherever she is, she's just outside of it.
Right.
I don't want her I don't want her really any closer to the road, so I'll put her there. Okay. So, the spikes shoot up. You all manage to avoid the damage, but you notice the spikes. Ugla, you're first. Oh wait, no, actually, Genra gets to act in the surprise round. Genra, you notice this happening, and while you're not quick enough to respond in a way that stops her, you get to act this turn, during this turn.
Okay. I was looking at everything I have. I honestly don't feel like I have a ton because what she did isn't really a ranged attack. So that kind of takes away some of my spells. Let's see. Oh my god. This makes me so sad. These are powerful. Okay. I guess if she does anything, she is going to see what's happening and try to get out of it. So in this case, it would be me using wing flap. Wing flap allows me to propel myself upward a distance equal to half my movement speed.
Right.
And I can use it in conjunction with a regular jump. So I'm basically just going to try to back up. Let me look at the map and just kind of get outside of what I think is the perimeter for where all this is.
Okay. So roll athletics to jump, and then we will add that to the 15 feet that you get to wing flap upward.
Okay. Cross your fingers. This is not going to be great. Okay. All right. That's not bad. Whew.
Yeah, solid. So for point of reference, you vertical leaps are athletics divided by 4, so you leap 4 feet into the air, plus the 15 that you get to wing flap up.
Okay.
So you're 19-ish, let's say 20 feet, 4 squares into the air, and now you need to glide somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to glide. I guess it would be backwards from where I am.
Okay.
So I'm just going to move her back. How far back could I go?
I think you can glide your full move. You used your action to do the jump. So you still have your full 30 feet of movement, so 6 squares.
Okay. I will jump back 2 squares.
You just want to be right on the
So
other
that's
side
10
of her.
feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's about all I can really do.
True. Okay. You do that. So Genra expertly extricates herself from the spikes. Ugla, you come around the quickest on the first round.
How painful do these spikes look?
They look like they're 3-inch long nails.
Oh, so I could easily step over them?
By stepping onto others, yes. I guess what?
Oh, I can jump over these guys, right?
Yeah, you can roll athletics to jump that take your action.
Shit.
Like if you want to move with a regular move action, you're gonna take damage.
If a creature's restrained, that just means it can't move,
Yeah.
or ensnared. Is ensnared can't move or act, or just can't
No,
move?
ensnared would be their feet are grappled to the ground, that they're not allowed to move from their spot, or maybe their their speed's cut depending on what the ensnare is.
Okay, I guess I'm going to use my action to try and jump over these spikes to get at this lake.
Okay, roll athletics. Okay. With athletics, without a running start, you don't jump very far. With a running start, it's 1 foot per athletics point, per result of the roll. Without a running start, it's halved. So I'll do you a kindness, give you 5 feet, which means you can go diagonal to that square outside the circle.
Okay.
And put yourself out there if you want, and then you've still got your whole move action if you want to do something else.
Sweet. So I cleared them.
You did.
All right. I was a little surprised he couldn't jump further, but relieved. Yeah, he's just gonna walk up here.
Okay.
Yeah, just approach her,
Alrighty.
try and box her in a little bit, and then he's gonna think real hard about if he has anything that he could do as a bonus. Real quick, 10 seconds.
Okay.
He does.
Mm.
He remembers that upon joining his paladin order, his oh shit. It's all actions. Nope. So he's real upset at this lady for his bonus action. He sneezes at her
Okay.
and just
Achoo.
You bitch! Achoo! All right. Okay, you do that. Seeing that you guys got out of the spikes much quicker than she thought you would, and that one of you had apparently found her out before, she thinks she's in trouble.
Oh, she is.
She calls out, "We're over here! Hurry!" Somewhere off the road towards the north. And then she pulls out what looks to be some sort of like semi-shiny rock, maybe a little opalescent piece of stone, and
It's too bright.
it is very bright.
God.
And once again,
it's falling
casts a
off.
spell.
If I could just
I just wanted to drop
further.
You just wanted to what?
drop.
You just wanted to
Shot
drop?
at. Yeah, drop her. Take a shot at her.
Oh, gotcha.
It's true. I don't think you've gotten to shoot your bow yet.
Oh, I have. I missed. Great.
Yeah, you missed. Okay. Seeming to grab a shaft of moonlight from the sky, she focuses this moon beam directly over Lycus and Rezik, who are still trapped within the circles.
Son of a.
Make me a Constitution save.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
All right.
Probably not.
Definitely not. This is still. I mean, this is like, we're not fucking Riley trapping 10 million peasants in a small room here.
That was so cool.
Ooh, nice roll though.
Still good damage though.
14 points of moonbeam damage. Rezik looking very nearly dead.
And I'm bloodied from the light beam.
From the moonbeam.
Yep.
Okay.
Means less than a half.
Yes. Rezik looking like he's on death's door over there. Hope you don't want to move, Rezik. Oh wait.
Oh wait.
The moonbeam's intense blaze of pain, like rise through you, burns huge problems for you, and it does not fade. You get the feeling it's not going away. This moonbeam, and if you're still here next turn, you might be in big trouble. And then, knowing that she is not likely to, does not really want to stand next to both Ugla and Genra, she's probably gonna try and bail. I don't know if I know they get free natural armor. I wonder if they get anything else.
Yeah, they don't. It's not like they get. I don't think they get a unique withdraw thing. I think that's.
They can't fucking Sonic the Hedgehog out of here. Fuck.
She's about to get
Yeah.
my free natural sword up her ass if she tries to jump away.
Let's see. She can talk to bugs. That's not gonna help me.
Aw, that's cute.
Hedge is such a cool race. They're so good.
I really wanted to play one, but
You shoulda.
really should have.
Yep.
Then I could have been a flamethrower hedgehog.
Free natural armor. Flamethrower hedgehog would have been awesome. Dope! You guys are fucked. Now to introduce one of the most broken mechanics in Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah, the burrow.
A burrow speed. She literally just burrows straight into the ground.
What?
Ugla, actually, yeah, Ugla, you get Nevo, an attack of opportunity with your sword. Genra, I assume you don't have a melee weapon.
No.
Okay, so yeah, you don't have anything to swing at her, unfortunately.
Nope.
A 10 is not gonna cut it. not with that free natural armor. Yeah, like hedges are probably the best race as far as like just racial features go.
I just rolled a 4.
Yeah, I
for the
can see
record.
that. Like they are not allowed to wear armor, so they're not really great as super tanks, but they get a free 14 plus dex thanks to their quills as their armor. So they're always in good medium armor. As a dodge tank or a second liner, very good. Yeah, so she just she casts her spell, says get fucked, and then burrows straight down.
Can I still see her?
How far down?
No. According to the wonky rules of burrowing rules, the dirt fills in behind her.
So in her 10 seconds of her turn, she got down into the earth.
15 feet, not just like a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish I had create water, just drown her.
Burrow speeds, man.
I'm gonna learn create water just to drown hedgehogs now.
We'd used to do that. We'd use like a portable pit, and if they couldn't get out, we'd just create water until they died. Okay. So, yeah, she's gone. Cool. Then I think it's still my turn. The other me. Is that right? Yep, still my turn.
The markerless you.
Yes, the unknown me takes their turn. I once again employ my
Need effect. Hello.
Hey.
So coming from the north within the woods, you hear that booming voice echo out again.
It sounds like you fell into my trap. I'm glad you came by today. I was really getting a little bored with the woman we grabbed earlier. She wasn't as fun as I'd hoped.
But other than that, nothing happens.
He uses his turn to speak.
He does. Maybe he moved. Maybe they casted spells. Just whatever. You don't see
Unknown.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Genra.
Okay, wait. Let me look. I am. Given that we don't know anything about what this demon is doing, obviously I can't target him with anything. But I do have other types of spells. Okay, so let me. No, okay, that's not gonna work. Damn it! It's always a creature you can see. That's the issue. I cannot see the creature.
I know.
Okay. It's also possible that he's trying to deceive us. So I was considering using Zone of Truth to surround us. Would that be something I would want to do? I don't know.
Zone of Truth is pretty exclusively a conversational kind of spell.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and you're not talking to anyone right now either. But
Right. Okay.
I guess it's entirely up to you. If you think that someone's about to come in here and try to talk to you, yeah, it might be useful to have that prepped, already on the ground. If you think someone's about to come in here and shoot you full of arrows, not great.
Yeah. I also have to deal with the fact that 2 people are wounded, right?
Heavily.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Damn it. They're out of my range. They're not an ally within 5 feet of me. I don't know if I can help you guys because I was thinking that I might be able to, but you're.
Sing to Resik, make him feel better.
All right. I guess honestly that seems like maybe one of the only things I could do at this point. So I guess I will use my bardic inspiration to inspire my wounded teammates.
So that's your bonus action. You still have a regular action. You could go back into the spikes and heal him.
And then I would take damage.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no telling how much damage I take.
No
She
idea.
can stand beside him.
Not where he is.
Oh,
Look
she's
where he
gonna-
is.
No, yeah, you
He's
guys.
He has
Where
to
I'm at,
He's in
I'm
the
in the-
center.
Yeah.
She'd have to reach into it to heal him, to touch him.
She'd have to
Which would
be.
damage
She'd have
her,
to be
right?
in an adjacent square.
Which would damage her.
Wouldn't yeah. So look where he is. Resik is in the center of the circle. If Ugla could get in any of these squares and maybe not take damage, but that's still at least 1 square away from Resik.
Okay, all right.
Do you have
I don't
healing
think I'm
word?
gonna be able to heal you guys. I was gonna say I have warding trick.
Do you have healing word?
No,
Okay.
I don't have healing word. Sadly.
Sadly,
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to heal you guys.
you could.
So that
you,
kind of.
You could. So if you inspire Resik, maybe he gets really lucky on a roll and jumps out,
Okay.
or he could just stay there. Oh wait, the moonbeam.
Mm.
Yeah, I can either die or I can die.
Die or die.
Okay. Wait. Into you can use so. Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute. I feel like this is so stupid. I could use good berry and throw berries to them.
You
But
could.
that's only like one.
It's 1 per berry, and it takes an entire
Yeah.
action to eat 1 berry.
Right. Oh my God, I have no idea how to help you guys.
And good berries are like the size of a horse apple, so
Oh.
you gotta be like.
Yeah. I think the only other thing I was really thinking I might do was warding trick and just try to protect us from any incoming attacks that may end up happening, but I don't even know if that's worth doing.
You could ready an action in case something hostile shows up.
Okay. All right. I'll do that then.
All
I
right.
will ready my uh it's tempting to do gust barrier or gust of wind. I guess maybe
Gust of
already
wind.
gust of wind.
So you're gonna
Could
ready?
could gust of wind blow that dirt out of the hole?
Oh
Afraid
my
not.
God.
That'd be cool.
Could you gust of wind me up and away from the spot?
Not
Into
that.
the spikes.
Not quite that strong of a gust.
Yeah.
Oh, I just opened my wings.
Could you gust the moon out of the sky?
So, quick question, Randy. What's the line there? The green line, the dark.
Oh, that's just the barrier from the space I drew. This is the woods. That's the road.
Oh, okay, great.
You know what? Do I have time to take that back? I
Do
have
what?
to really think like Genra. I don't think I would use gust of wind.
Okay.
I think I would be really annoyed by that, stupid voice,
Mhm.
and I would ready my vicious mockery.
Okay. You ready vicious mockery in case some hostile something or other shows up.
That's right.
Okay.
This is very Genra.
Good plan. All right. Where'd my list go? There we go. Lycus, you're up.
All right, you ready for this, Rezik?
I'm so ready.
I reach over, I pull out a tool, a tinker's tool, just a little hammer. I boop a turret into existence that has a flamethrower on it,
Okay.
and I point it towards the road to make a 15-foot cone to melt all of the.
So you want to melt the spike growth
Yes,
with your
I like it.
flamethrower.
with my flamethrower.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
How do you want this to work?
Roll damage. I will
Okay.
allot the spikes a certain amount of hit points.
It's a 15-foot cone, so it's going to be pretty good on every 5.
So
Only 6 damage, but given that most things have like 5 HP or.
your 15-foot cone starting from a point. You've got these squares.
I have it on Resic, and it's a 15-foot cone, kind of around, pointed towards the road.
So
He's not included in the cone.
I see. So you want to do more like
You said the area is pretty
Ooh.
clear, though. Like it's not going to light trees
Ooh.
on fire.
Yeah, to try to clear out
right.
as much as I can.
Okay.
In front of Resic, so the two of us can.
Right. So we'll put it closer to his square. So that gives Resnick needs to make a very small jump. The both of you could make a small jump to reach the non-spiked space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you set your flamethrower. You deal 6 points. All right. Let's see. I will give you 60. Let's do this plus 60. All of it. All right. Cool. But I gave you a free 60% of spikes, and if it rolled above that, you got it all. Great. If not, less. Okay.
Nice.
Cool. So everything, all the spikes within that zone have been burnt to the ground.
Nice.
I was expecting.
Lycus is going to try to
spikes
walk
die.
out.
Okay. Like I guess you'd have to jump if you were going to try and take no damage, but you'll take reduced damage to get to your small space.
Yeah, he's going to try. He realizes he's Moonbeam hurt.
Moonbeam hurts. It does. Okay. You take 4 points walking out.
Still up.
Nice. All right. You have a bonus if you want to.
So summoning the turret is a action. The bonus is activate.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I've used both my actions.
You're all done then. All right, Rezik.
Yep.
Nearly dead Rezik. What are you up to? Aside from being a frozen video frame.
Oh, it's all wonky. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
there he is. Hello.
But
Hey, I can see us. Hi, us.
well, I'm going to try and jump over to the next square so I can get out of
All right.
it's Moonbeam.
Roll
Because I'm not
athletics.
trying to die. Athletic.
There you go. You only needed 5, and you needed 10 halved to 5, and you got 11, so you didn't. Look out! Something just fell.
Oh god. Oh, you know what? Screw it. It's probably fine right there.
It's fine. All right, so you managed to leap the small spike gap into the safe space. You've still got a move action. You can go wherever you please.
Up to 30 feet.
Up to 30 feet.
Or I think 25.
Whatever. Up to your movement.
Can we move diagonally? Is that also 5 feet?
One diagonal square is 5 feet, but after that they are 10.
Okay.
You should be able to drag and move yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah. Bit.
So presumably you moved out of the spike area, like
And up.
east 2
Out-
and then north 2.
Out and up.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So the two of you are out on the road. Rezik, you can finally see pretty well. The moonlight overhead is actually plenty, but the interior of the woods, basically within the green area, is more difficult to see because of the difference in the light. Okay. You've got a bonus. Anything you want to do? Anything you can do, I suppose.
Oh. Well,
You could cast a spell, but you don't have anybody to cast a spell on.
yeah. That's what I'm saying is I could try and, but most of my bonus actually, I believe it's combat.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I can't.
Okay. That's the bottom of the round. Ugla, you're up.
Good. Well, I'm gonna look down at that hole after having whiffed on hitting her as she scurried into it, or down at the freshly laid dirt, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Say, okay, look over at Rezik, see how fucked up he is and how he just limped out of there, and I'm gonna dash over to, not dash, that's an actual word. I'm gonna walk.
Ah.
And
I'm bleeding too.
I'm gonna visually assess them and see that Rezik is much more fucked up than Lycus, and also know that Lycus might have a healing gizmo in his bag of tricks, maybe. And I'm gonna put my hand on Rezik's shoulder and heal him for 10. Lay on hands.
Okay. It's me and
Come
then
on.
me.
Full health.
Sadly, yes, you are almost back to full.
All right. Glad I didn't do 15.
There you go. That would have been a little too many. Okay. It's me. So I can move 15 feet. So I went there, and then here. No. Okay.
Can she move around underground?
Of course.
It's like a Mario game. We're fighting one of the mole people. One of those really annoying moles with the sunglasses in Mario.
Oh, wait until she comes back up. We're gonna know where the heck she's at.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
sick. Hunter's Mark is a bonus action.
It's a seeing action.
Yeah,
I have
yes.
to see her.
He has to target something.
Oh, it was too dark to see her from where you are.
But she was gone by the time it was his turn.
She's
Oh,
underground.
that's true.
Yeah,
She went underground immediately. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. So we have no clue where she is.
No idea. Okay. And... All right. Her turn ends. My other turn arrives.
That was a really effective turn from her.
I know, right?
Damn.
It's always nice when you get like a free turn of action.
Yeah. She got spikes up, she nuked people, and she completely escaped. Like, she ran the risk of getting a sword in her eye, but she escaped.
Yeah, I mean, if she'd rolled low on initiative, she'd probably be very, very hurt. Okay, cool. So, my other turn. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where the bandits are. Ah, yes. They don't group them in useful ways for me. It's like race bandit, so it's like servant bandit, and then 10 pages later, Mapak bandit, and 10 pages later, not helpful. Okay, cool. Let's see, Genra, you're the closest into the forest. Unfortunate for you.
Of course.
Like, better.
Genra, you also have dark vision, you said.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Do I?
like
Me
it's
and
an
Lycus.
ugla. Like it's an ugla, yes.
Yeah.
So you don't see these three approaching through the woods.
Of course. They don't make any noise either, do they?
Of course they do, but
Okay.
we're getting there.
I didn't know if they were super stealthy.
All right, so this is Ugla's vision radius. And short bow range is 80. Oh, good.
Even better.
Sad.
This is their vision radius. Oh, good. They can see Genra.
Ooh.
So, creeping through the night into the through the woods, you all like in your turn you leapt from the stuff. You hurried out of the circles. Now you're looking into those darkened woods for either the hedge or whatever that disembodied voice is. When suddenly 3 arrows come zipping through the darkness, all aimed at Genra. Two of which definitely miss. Genra, what's your AC?
It's 12.
All right, 1 manages to pin Genra for 3 points as it sinks into the side. Just a scratch.
What happens to the ones? Do they shoot each other?
No, if there was, they just fly off into the darkness. Like if there were other bad guys in melee with Genra, there'd be a risk that they'd shoot her.
Do they go into the hole? Into the soft dirt?
Yes, they definitely go straight down and somehow
15 feet down into the
right.
dirt.
She's
Yes.
definitely still straight down 15 feet. That's where she
Oh,
is.
it follows the
Right,
hole.
right. It follows the tunnel. Of
Right.
course, of course.
Of course, it's one of those torpedoes from Star.
Right,
Mhm.
definitely.
I figured they would just accidentally shoot it straight in the air. On their head.
Oh, they sneeze and shoot it straight up in the air. It lands against them. Yeah. Can they at least drop their bow? Come on. It's a
No,
one.
that's not how it
No,
goes.
it's ranged. It's ranged. Okay.
Yeah, just like either flies off into the night or hits a tree, or it's basically just nowhere close. Genra, you do take 3 as a short bow arrow grazes you with it for a deep cut. Then you hear.
Bring the goose. We don't need the rest.
Okay.
Bring me the what?
The
Goose.
goose.
Oh,
Okay, then their turn's over.
Wait, is that like culturally offensive to call her a goose instead of a gallus? That's got to be like a racial epithet in this world.
In general, I would probably assume so, because like her racial designation is gallus. Her
Right.
animal type is goose.
Yeah, exactly. It's like calling us a monkey or something, right?
I don't know. Like goose isn't really like lesser. I don't know.
Bring me the hairless ape. They can't talk. They're just normal animals.
Yeah,
Be
I
like,
guess
bring
so.
me
I
the
guess
hairless ape.
Yeah, it's likening her to a mindless beast. So yeah, I guess so. Genra,
Yes.
you're up. What are you doing? Oh, for
Well-
reference, the moonbeam is still blasting moon energy at nothing down there. It's not.
I hope
it's
she
not
surfaces there.
That would be
She
good.
knows it's there.
Gone. Yeah, she definitely knows. It's her spell.
Hmm. Okay. I think I'm going to use my gust barrier.
Neat. Okay. You hit gust barrier and wrap yourself in a barrier of wind. Wind armor. It lasts until the end of your next turn, and you've got a move and a bonus.
Okay, so I can use one of my features. Is that what the move means?
Well, your move is like a move action, so you can move
A
up to
move
30
action.
feet.
Oh, and then a bonus. Okay.
And then a bonus action. So like so your inspiration is still technically on Rezik. If you used it again, it would fall off him and go on to whoever you put it on. If you had another bonus action that was not a spell, you could do that. Alternatively, you can just move and be done, or not move if you'd like to stay there.
I'm going to move towards the others.
Okay. Go ahead.
So let's see. How far can I go? Is it
30
just
feet,
like
6 squares.
okay? Perfect. All right, I'm gonna run back towards them and get behind them.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Lycus.
all right. As predicted, I'm going to be doing a thing to give myself and other people HP. It's going to be in the form of temps. I'm going to spend a first level to.
Yes, the
Do I
healing
have to-
flamethrower. You have to.
Yeah, I have to choose a different. I'm going to go for a different cannon. I'm going to go for a protector.
Okay.
So, all right. And so other cannon. Oh, I cannot create one while the other one is present. So in that case, The cannon is going to walk on to Uglish.
Okay. You do little cannon.
Yeah, do little cannon.
I remember this.
And then I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
All right. I need that HP.
Nice. Good roll.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else?
Bonus actions. Do I have any bonus actions?
I don't know.
No bonus action stuff.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and have the cannon melt more of those.
Okay. Yeah, the one that's is it still in that old place or is it still on your shoulder now?
From my shoulder?
Yeah, from his shoulder. It's a 15-foot cone.
Okay. So from
From
Rezik's
Uglish
shoulder, Uglish shoulder. That was on
Because it
Rezik.
walked to Uglish. It walked to Uglish shoulder.
Okay. So from Uglish shoulder, a 15-foot cone,
6 damage again.
6 damage. Some more spikes. All the spikes in that area. So you've destroyed effectively the top quadrant, the top right quadrant of the spike zone, as well as some of the lower right quadrant.
I find this acceptable.
Indeed. Let's say that this area of spikes is gone. Okay.
Does it also catch anything in the forest on fire, or is it the
Magic
trees
fire,
are super tall?
magic
or is
fire
it
is
like-
does not commonly catch stuff on fire unless the spell says so.
Okay.
This does.
Oh, it's not magic fire?
It
does it say
ignites
so?
any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Ah.
Grass?
So yes, the grass there on the forest floor is scorched, just especially after 2 blasts, just straight to ash. And the trees, so the trees are huge, and they haven't really marked them on the map, but they're more like, let me get like a dark green, they're like fucking chow.
Are the thorns close enough that the burning could continue around the ring?
No, I mean they're magic, so I wouldn't say that they would catch fire by like other flames.
Or that they were just melted and defeated?
Right. They were melted by the damage rather than like catching flame. Okay. Rezik. You know there are enemies out there somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yes.
Oh.
For reference, those of you without dark vision, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can only see as far as the yellow line.
Yeah, I figured.
And those with dark vision see 60 out to.
Correct. You see another
3.
no, more.
Is the moonbeam lightening up?
Just the area it takes up really.
But no, I guess the name's so close to the off.
1, 2, 3, 4. Dark vision sees this far. All right, Rezik, what are you up to?
I'm gonna. But I'm gonna take a blind shot out there to see if I can.
Okay.
At this point, I'm not worried about any civilians in the air. Our lives are in danger.
All right. Roll me a D100 to see if you even point your bow in the right direction.
Oh.
You fire and you feel like you're like, "Ka-chow!" and you hear it zoom off into the darkness, but you don't know if it hit anybody or not.
What didn't hear any?
You didn't hear a
Sorry.
scream of pain, so
So I'm gonna assume I missed.
you either missed or they're very very stalwart. Do you want to move? Anything else you want to do in your turn?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna. away from everybody
Okay.
because I'm thinking about those spikes and don't.
Might be a smart plan. Ugla.
I can't really dig, can I? That's like definitely a hedgehog.
Yeah. You do not have a burrow speed. Your digging would be an athletics check and a lot of time.
An athletics check into what?
A lot of time.
Oh,
You better hope the hedge is just
my little
asleep.
chicken feet,
Yeah.
just scratching at.
Like you're gonna hope that she's like 3 inches under the dirt. Otherwise, you're not gonna get there for a while.
Am I? I have no reason to be. Do I have any reason to be aware that there's bowmen shooting?
Yeah, I mean, you saw like you probably saw or heard arrows passing through the night. And Genra did get shot and is still
That's true.
and you know has a big wound as she ran out of the darkness.
I saw her get shot, and I would know which direction they came from.
Yeah, they're definitely out in that general direction. You're not sure, like you don't know that they're in these 3 squares or even that kind of area, but you definitely think there's some bad guys over here.
Okay, then here goes. So, Ugla, sensing danger from that direction, wanting to protect his friends, heads on out. Would it be 6 squares in that direction?
Sure.
Did 5 for the first one.
You could
and
even
then
double move.
I guess if I can't, well, yeah. I mean, if he sees them with bows, but he doesn't want to get too far away from his group.
Yeah.
Well, even though he's about to get pelted.
Right. So yeah, 5 feet for the first diagonal, then 10 for every diagonal after.
Is there any sort of like
5e
shield?
is 5e is just square.
5e is always 5.
Yeah,
That is the,
even diagonals
that
are
is
always.
the dumbest shit.
Yeah, I know.
All
No,
right.
they wanted to take out the trigonometry. Well, trigonometry.
Right. I mean, I get it. Like we used to complicate it like it was 5-10, 5-10, 5-10, or sometimes
Right.
always 10. But yeah, all right, sure, whatever. All diagonals are 5. Get ready to get fucked by unfair movement by enemies.
Everyone moves in diagonals.
Yeah.
You're not the first DM who's ever done that.
All right. So where are you going?
So
Ugla?
in all D&D 5e worlds, people just naturally move in diagonal.
Yes.
That's hilarious. Okay. Okay, so I've up to 30 feet. Is there any sort of like covering yourself with your shield kind of maneuver I can do?
Depends on the
Mm.
shield. You're like now there's a defensive action you can take. But like if you had a tower shield, there's a specific tower shield action.
To help with the range. So what would the defense
Dodge
action?
Dodge is a universal action.
Right, the dodge action.
It imposes disadvantage on all attackers against you.
So I could use that as my action?
Correct. When you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks. Until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage. Oh no. If you can see the attacker.
Oh, big yellow.
Well, okay. So if I can get in range of them that I can see them,
Correct.
then I could dodge their arrows.
Then you could dodge.
Hopefully. Okay. Well, I guess that'll be my hope.
Okay, so where are you moving?
I'm going to. I guess I'll go 5 up, and then, or I guess that's like 1. I can go 6 squares, right?
Yep, 6
30.
squares in any direction because diagonals are 5.
Can I see them from there? 10 squares?
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's 12 squares, not 10. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could see them 2 squares ago, 3 squares ago.
So he moves that far, realizes there's 3 of them, and says, "Oh," and ducks and covers. Gets into defensive mode.
Okay. You pull out put your shield up and huddle down below it and hope to not.
Prepares himself for arrows.
Yes. Okay. This is unfortunate for me, as the hedge doesn't know where you are.
Oh, I guess if she was 15
Good.
feet down, yeah.
So she pops up right in front of you.
Damn it! The one time it could have worked in our favor.
I'm glad I picked that line.
No, that's why it's unfortunate for me, because like she would rather be
Right.
much further from Ugla.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
She can only move 15 feet around.
Right. So she double moved last turn, and now
Damn.
she's here. And she came up hoping you guys would not be right there. And there's Ugla. Okay.
Drinks for kids.
He peeks over the shield. Hey, asshole.
She grins, and is of course a giant asshole. But she'd rather not be next to you, so she's gonna try and make that a thing. Would you make a Constitution save for me?
Hmm.
11's not gonna cut it. You take
Thunderwave.
5 points. Yes. She like grins at you. You can see a little feel like surprise and fear in her eyes, but then you're like, "Hey, asshole!" She grins, pulls her hands out way wide, and just slams them together, and just this magical wave of thunderous energy crashes into you for 5 and shoves you 10 feet back. Luckily, you're still in range to see the other guys, so you don't lose your disadvantage.
That was almost really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 damager.
5 damage. Alright, so she had to use her move to get up, so she's stuck here. Bandit turn. Oh, you see them, they see you. So they'll try. I'm gonna roll, so it's 3 attacks. I'm rolling 6 for the disadvantage. So groupings of 2 for disadvantage. 3, 10, and 14. They are, so it's they have +1, so 4, 11, and 15 to hit. I think I miss everything.
Oh yeah, he's 19.
I figured. Okay, yeah. So only the last one even comes into contact with you, but it hits the shield. The other 2 just whiz by.
And he sees that and says, maybe I should just sprint up there.
Maybe.
He's thinking about that Ginra turn and this turn. These guys didn't spend much time at the range.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Genra. You, with dark vision, can see...
Wait. Why do I have dark vision?
Damn it, Lycus and Ugla have dark vision.
I was like, I
Genra,
don't.
you can't see shit.
I should have just not done anything.
Only the
Uh,
nighttime
You
animals.
should, you should have let. Yeah, you should have just gone with it. Okay, so you saw at the very edge of the low light, you did see Ugla standing, shield at the ready, and kind of crouching down. And then there's this huge, like, extremely loud thunderclap, and he was pushed back by an invisible force.
Mhm.
Then 3 arrows came whizzing through the dark from what you assume were the same sources, and they but they don't seem to have hit Ugla. What are you doing?
Yes, I thought I had something.
Stop getting underneath my desk. Quit it.
Okay, so those last attacks were on Ugla,
Mhm.
right? I'm gonna use my warding trick on Ugla
Okay,
to protect him.
that do.
Mm. Okay, yeah. What do I have to do?
I don't know. What does it do? Aha. This is a 3rd level cleric spell.
Yeah.
It says bard stuff, bardic inspiration. 1 use of bardic inspiration.
It's a College of the Road.
Oh, neat. And you get it at 3rd, or it's a 3rd level spell?
I don't know. You
Let's-
tell me.
Let's find out.
I'm gonna
I
guess
thought
it's
I
a
got
third
it at
level
third.
spell, not a first level.
I thought I got it at third. That's at least that's what I was thinking when I was reading that.
Let's see. All right, so you got at third level, you get bonus proficiencies, Wanderer's Lore, and 2 tricks. Traveler's Tricks.
Yep.
Ah, yes, it is a
Pick 2.
warding trick. A gentle cleric taught you how to channel your magic. Very cool. All right. You expend a bardic inspiration as an action and grant your ally within 60 feet temp HP equal to your bardic inspiration roll plus your wisdom modifier. So roll your bardic inspiration die, which is a d6.
Okay.
Which is a 2. Okay. And do you have a wisdom modifier? I believe you do. I think it's a 2.
Yes, it's 2.
Okay. So Ugla gets 4 temporary hit points.
All right.
Yes.
So long as you maintain concentration.
No,
He
no.
smiles at Jenner as
will-
impressed.
Concentrate.
Concentrate. Okay. Do you want to move or do anything else?
Let's see. I'm gonna just move a couple, I guess, what is it, 10 feet back?
Sure.
Just to get myself some space away from those archers or whatever they are.
Okay. Lycus. You also have no fucking clue where they are.
I have no idea where the archers are. I can see the hedge though.
You can indeed see the hedge.
So Lycus, Tinker Tool, little
Oh,
hammer in one hand,
My cannon's
pulls
on
out
your cannon's my
his
shoulder.
and he has his the shoulder the shoulder flamethrower on Ugla. So let's start with that. So little turret's going to breathe out a 15-foot cone in front of Ugla towards the hedge.
Okay.
It's a dex save for half.
Yeah, so she blows Ugla backwards. Oh, good, I
DC
got away
12.
from him.
She definitely doesn't make it.
All right, so that's
Oh.
3 fire.
Okay.
Damn.
So not very good. It's a puff of fire.
Yeah.
Just a little small blast. Just a whew.
All right, so Lycus instead is rather disappointed that his turret did that, pulls out his arcane firearm and points it down.
He's definitely not a gun.
Is definitely not a gun that shoots a fireball.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Bless you.
That was the turret firing.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Also disappointing. Like it's
very disappointing because that dice roll, dang.
like it's
the
very
damage roll is like-
very is good. Like it's very out of practice with this whole combat situation. Okay. Unless you'd like to move, anything else like us?
Yeah, Lycus is gonna move this way out of the light
Cool.
so that he can just so that make it the archers give the archers a little more trouble finding.
All right.
And back one.
Ugla, you're up.
All right, this is my chance. He's going to approach this hedge and attempt to deal with it once and for all.
Oh no.
I thought I was up.
My bad. Rezik, you are up.
He's going to back up magically 10 feet
Yes.
and bide his time.
That's right.
So, question: do I have to be closer to the woods to get further in vision, or do I need to?
So you don't have dark
Could he
vision.
see the hedge?
I don't know if he can
Right.
see the hedge from here. Let's see.
Right. So, do I? If
No.
right. So, if I,
I mean, I
go
just-
in one in the wood, will I be able to see her?
So
Or
you
not?
need so with the low light, you need to be here to be able to see the hedge.
Okay.
You could theoretically
puff
start
of
walking in
flame
that
help?
direction and then spot her.
The puff of flame would illuminate to where she was, but then it's gone. So
Right.
so unless he wants to like if he shot into the dark, I wouldn't give him the 50-50, just the disadvantage. But moving up to where I've got him, you can't you still don't see her. You have to be here, one inside of the wood, to get to see her.
Okay. Well, that's where I was planning to have to move anyway. So
Okay.
that's good. So that's where I want to move, actually.
All right.
And then so I'm going to this. Um. So with spells, that. Well, there we go. Bonus. Hunter's. I'm gonna hunter's mark her. Let's see now.
Good choice. She's slippery.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna fire a shot at her. It's a roll. Bow.
Yep. Oof. Yeah, it's a little dark and murky out there. Fortunately, your shot does not land. And so you moved, shot, and marked. All done, Rezik.
Yeah.
Ugla. Now it's your turn for real this time.
Ugla, summoning his previous fury, steps forward. For real this time.
For real this time.
No time warps. Readies his sword.
Decides to have a conversation.
Says, hey, how's it going? Why are we doing this?
What's this all about? Can't we just have a coffee?
And he's going to try to, for the first time, I don't think I ever even did this with Cragmore, Divine Smite.
Ah.
Yes. Oh, that's not even bonus damage, is it? Is that just... What does that even... Does that use anything but a spell slot?
So Divine Smite adds the effect to your blade, and then if you hit her, you add the bonus.
So I could Wrathful Smite and Divine Smite?
Link your Divine Smite.
I guess I could, but that would waste a spell slot. I'm just going to Divine Smite.
I don't think you could do both either. I think technically because they're both concentration spells, you'd have to drop one to add the other.
Yes, that's true.
I
Only
thought
one.
Divine Smite was just a paladin.
That's what I'm asking. Is Divine Smite a class feature we're talking about here? And I'm thinking of spells.
Yeah.
It's
not a spell.
Yeah, that's just a on button does
There you
extra
go.
damage.
Yeah, when you hit, you can burn a spell slot to do extra damage.
Oh yeah, and you can even do that post swinging. You don't have to say, "Oh, I'm burning Divine Smite" before you do. Just after hitting, if you'd like to tack on some extra damage, you say you do it.
Oh, that's cool. So I don't have to potentially waste it. Well, it says
Right.
upon hitting, so yeah. Okay,
Right.
that's cool. Yeah, so I guess I could do that, but I don't know if I want to scare her away.
You could
I'd like to
absolutely
keep her
do
close.
both. You could do Wrathful and Divine Smite if you wanted to use double spell slots.
Yeah, but I mean, I only have 3, so I think I'll save them for
True.
the old smite. Are there any cool bonus actions I can do, like a shove? Could I shove as a bonus action?
Wrathful Smite. No, most of those cool things would be regular actions.
Yeah, so I could.
You could attempt to grapple. You could drop your weapon and shield.
I got that guy.
Her.
Shit, if Divine Smite wasn't when I hit with... If I could do a Divine Smite with my fingers, oh man, I would totally... It says with a weapon.
With a melee weapon.
Tech.
Your hands are melee weapons.
Really?
Yeah, your talons are melee weapons.
Yeah, everything that's not a projectile or a spell or something like that is a melee weapon.
Okay, then. So maybe I'll go for the old... I guess I'll go for Talon. A Talon Smite. And then if it hits, I'll try and grapple.
Okay.
Does that seem like a good plan?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, wait.
It's a lot less damage. I could probably just fucking kill her if I didn't do it. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to try to...
Okay.
All right, swing the sword. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Thank God.
All right. Nice swing. 11 damage. You definitely going to strike her? You going to burn your Divine Smite?
So 2d8
Yep.
Just 2d8.
Eats a spell slot and does 2d8 bonus.
Try.
Damn, nice roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me go look at her HP. I know she doesn't have a whole lot of it. Nope, she down. Yeah, you fucking
Yes!
pull it up like fucking wachow. Big ass glowy sword of death, and you lay her open. She collapses to the ground.
That was for lying. That's all.
Okay.
Lycus looks over to Genra worried.
All right. Anyone who lies, 22 damage to the face. Okay. She death saves. Fails.
Cat, leave my cords alone. Quit it.
Yeah. Leave them damn cords alone.
Yeah, on her deathbed, she reaches for cords, but misses.
Sorry.
No worries.
Dude, I know dogs gnaw on cords. That's a tale's
No,
old
it was-
time.
The
That was our
damn
cat.
Oh, dude, you got a cat and huskies? How does that go?
My huskies learned real quick not to mess with the cat.
I
Because-
was gonna say,
Like
but-
my husky even has a my male has a scar on top of it.
I was gonna ask, like,
Yep.
due to the cat or due to you? Oh yes, the cat. Of course.
dude,
No, it's
huskies
due
are
to the cat.
so curious, man. Like that sounds like oil and water.
They're like the cat. Like she'll play with my. Every once in a while, she'll walk up and bat at her tail and stuff.
Yeah.
And the female will be like, "What are you doing?" And then she'll try and play with her, and then like she'll stop, and then as soon as the female husky stops, the cat just bats the shit out of her. Like
Aw.
not like hissing, meaning with her claws out, but just like just
Pop,
a
pop, pop.
playful bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's so cute,
It's
man. I love it
really,
when
really
animals get along.
anytime I try and get it on video, though, the instant I pull up, like the instant I grab my phone, they just stop. Super.
Of course. Of course. It's like when my dog is asleep and his face is going crazy and he's going bloop, 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 and his feet are doing crazy shit. I'm like, I'm going to film it. It's so funny. Immediately stops. Every time. I think I have like 10 minutes of just random me trying to catch my dog making goofy noises in his sleep. Just-
My dog always knows when there's a camera on him. Always.
yep. Even
Instinctively.
in his sleep.
All right. So she fails her death save. She's not. No, she's on the ground, bleeding out, slowly dying. The bandits call out in Mapak. Does anyone speak that? No?
That's the first time I've ever
Uh-huh.
seen you roll a death save for an NPC.
I
do not.
It's usually irrelevant. I mean, a lot of times you guys fight monsters, so that's not
Oh.
terribly relevant. But this is a intelligent person, so there's
Right.
there's every chance that she might get back up or other things that I won't give to you for free.
Right, right.
Nobody speaks Mapak, I heard. No. Okay. Cool.
Uh,
So they call out, saying words. You don't understand. You don't hear. But then once again from the darkness. I'm not in the female voice again, am I? No. Okay, good. Yeah, he calls out. He also speaks in Mapak.
Sounds like an orc.
Right. And 3 arrows once again through the night. 2 of which sink directly into the hedge's body.
Oh shit.
And Ugla, you're the only one close enough to see this. They flee.
I see them land in the hedge's body.
They killed her.
That was enough to kill her.
She only had 2 death saves left, and yeah.
Shit.
Each time you take damage that's like non-critical, you automatically fail 1 save.
Oh, too bad. If he saw them
You
shooting at her, he
failed
totally
to
would have
save.
saved her.
No,
That sucks.
you if it's melee, then you auto crit, and that means 2 saves.
Okay.
But like ranged attacks like these would be 1 save per hit.
Damn. Ugla feels slightly bad, thinking shenanigans may have been afoot.
I mean, so one of the things I didn't want to give you for free was basically like you guys might have decided to keep her alive. You could have. I would. Me rolling death saves means you can heal her and pick her up.
Exactly.
Question her and whatnot.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what got the old cogs turning because I hadn't seen that before.
All right. So yeah, they kill her off. Unless you guys plan to give chase, they have fled into the woods.
It being nighttime and Ugla being very tired, and the whole point of engaging was to save this lady who turned out to be an asshole anyway.
Yeah.
Nah.
What time is it?
Late. This was an hour into
This was
third watch.
Third watch.
So
Yeah.
2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Got it.
Okay. So combat ends. You've got a dead hedge spellcaster of some kind. Of course, the moonbeam vanished as soon as she did. The spike growth, curiously enough, has not faded from what parts of it survives. The spellcasters among you may or may not know what that means. It may not occur to you to think of it though.
I'll yell out to the party. I think they're gone. Genra, bring a torch and search this body.
You're the only one whose eyes work.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I even have?
Yeah.
I'll
It's
give
the
Genra
strangest
advantage.
thing. I cut her in half, and she was laying there bleeding out, and I felt good about it. And I was about to go after the archers, and then they shot her and finished her. So I don't even know what happened there. I guess a sordid friendship.
Genra, if you're searching the body, roll advantaged investigate plus guidance. So, don't bother with guidance here. 24,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
24
I'm like-
won't make any difference versus 20. Okay, so you thoroughly search the body. The hedge has kind of it takes a while because you're trying to navigate quills, but eventually you get around all of her goods. It looks like she was definitely a spellcaster of some kind. She doesn't wear armor. She's got her natural armor only, and she's got a pouch full of all sorts of random natural junk. So she's probably a natural spellcaster of some kind, either a druid or a ranger. The bloodied clothes were in fact just clothes. It's not her blood, as she said. And you see with your roll, you do find amongst the quills, as if in some sort of secret kind of pouch or hidden spot amongst the quills, she's stashed a small scrap of paper and a wooden, maybe palm-sized pendant or sign or something. It's maybe this big, and if it had string attached to it, you'd call it a pendant, but it's on its own. And the pendant has just a burnt symbol in it that I will draw for you.
Is that the predator again?
Does not look anything like the predator sigils now.
Does look a little bit like a fox.
It does.
Haha.
So it was Lycus all along.
Or it could be a demon with a really weird mouth and angry eyes. I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
Everyone,
it's a demon eating a grilled cheese sandwich.
I found
Yes.
trinkets from the hedge. Perhaps you would all like to take a look at these with me.
Okay.
Oh, very strange.
Lycus, the symbol doesn't ring any bells based on your checks.
Okay.
I guess I will roll. Yeah,
You-
it doesn't really matter either one.
Okay.
You could
Yeah.
could she have bardic inspirationed herself?
You can't inspire yourself, no. She
Oh.
could have inspired Lycus, but
Yeah.
not retroactively. Genra, you don't recognize this symbol, but you do have heard tales that bandit groups or bandit tribes carry sigils like this.
So it's just some kind of tribe distinguisher.
Right. It's just
type
probably saying that
situation.
I'm the like if this is a fox, it'd be like I'm the Red Fox Bandits.
Yeah, got it.
The wet
Oh.
bandits.
The
Well,
wet bandits, the sticky bandits.
I do believe this sort of pendant type thing is just a signifier of which bandit group we're dealing with. So, yeah, I guess we'll take that along. We'll take all these little trinkets along with us, shall we?
Yeah, so these are the ones we got to wipe out first if we want to stop the kidnappings.
Or we could just, try to get through this bandit forest and continue on our way to Alderheart.
I mean, we can do that, but
I'm
clearly
sure we'll
ignoring
stumble upon
something
something on the
great
way.
evil.
But the great evil is perhaps the one that we originally discovered through our dear friend Pontus.
Yeah, the corrupt tenders. How do we know
That's
they
right.
don't have anything to do with the corrupt tenders? Maybe they're
They
corrupting
could
everything.
all be in cahoots. So you're correct. You're very correct.
Hmm.
And you know what? Perhaps since they're all evil of sorts, they might know of each other and maybe can give us some information. So yes,
Right. I feel like Fred would have wanted us to go after them too.
Yeah, I can't believe we burned half this place down and we didn't even want to bring Fred with us.
Yeah, Fred would have been very useful. Could have thrown it right on her. He's in a better place.
Him was a good boy, okay?
Him was.
you guys did what you did willingly. I just want to remind you. You had the option not to do it, so perhaps.
Oh,
your
Fred had to
regrets,
be destroyed. He was very corrupted, but he would have
Yeah.
been useful there.
Hell, even though him was a good boy, he still could have burned down the entire force, okay?
Yeah, very
Exact-
angry.
Yeah, you could say it was a willing choice, but it was like the only choice we had.
Yeah,
well,
the true
you could have not
loving
purchased
choice.
him in the first place, but
No, that wasn't an option either.
He definitely had to buy it. Just seeing that creature suffer, of course.
Yeah.
anyway, shall we continue along? Or we're going to stand here until sun rises?
I think we're gonna find a real secluded, shady spot to finish our sleep out.
Shady spot is in bad, or shady spot is in like shaded?
As in something real hidden. Let's just go northeast and just find something to hide in.
Like,
All right, give me just a minute to put out all the fires. He pulls out his alchemy jug and starts pouring fresh water at a rate of 8 gallons a minute on the fire.
okay.
Wow.
All right.
Is that the same water you splashed me and Rezik with?
Okay. So
Why?
you,
Thirsty.
so you head.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, sure. I'll give you some in a little bit.
Thank you. He just goes, expects you to just like generate it into his mouth.
Well, it comes out of a jug, so it just water
Splashes him right in the face.
Yeah.
Which surprises him, but he goes, thank you. And pretends like he knew that would
still got a drink. Counts.
happen.
All right. Cool. You guys head, half an hour, a couple miles into the, out of the area. Then make sure you get a good distance off the road. Very stealthy, very secluded. You bed down, finish up your watches, sleep well into the morning and the sunrise because of how much you lost
I'm
here.
going to use my Song of Rest as well. I'm going to play my lyre.
So Song of Rest is for short rests. This is a long rest,
I thought
so it
this-
doesn't have it doesn't help.
I
So-
thought this would be a short rest though, because we're just finishing up until I thought long rest was like 8 hours, and this would be till sunlight, right?
It's
That's-
6 hours.
6
is
hours
what-
plus low activity. But the
Okay.
but the deal is so I had assumed you guys were finishing your long rest. If
Yeah.
you are short
Oh.
resting here, that's fine.
No
Okay,
long
so
rest.
yeah, obviously we'd rather like
yeah,
long
okay.
rest,
So you sleep well into the morning to get back some of that sleep you've lost,
Okay.
and wake up well after sunrise. You wake up well after sunrise. No troubles, no issues. And we'll go back to the world map. I moved you guys.
I'll take the hedge corpse and throw it in my bag of holding until I can properly bury it.
Okay.
Can our group be called Three Little Birds? I think you said a lyric in what you just said. That's what triggered that.
I mean,
No, we have no worries until the dawn. I think that's what you said.
I mean, your group can be called whatever your group calls itself, for all I care.
Mm.
All right, so you guys wake up. You've moved a little ways into the wood here. You're still probably two full days of travel towards until Alderheart. As I said last time, traveling within the wood is slower. The road winds and there's stuff in the way, travelers and whatnot. Anything you plan to do today? Any activities or conversations you feel you need to have?
That would have been perfect timing had you heard more.
To what?
Said it'd have been perfect time. Heard Amber back.
You're cutting out. It'd have been a perfect time to do something.
Uh,
I hear you now. I heard that.
all right. So it would have been perfect timing had you heard Amber in the background.
Oh yes.
Because she, like, as soon as you finish your question, she was like, "No."
Nice.
All right.
all right.
Ugly will turn to Ginra. That special spell you put on me to make me feel a little bit better in the middle of that battle. That was really cool. Thank you.
Oh yes, why of course. I'm not going to let my dear teammate, groupmate, friend, acquaintance.
Thank you.
You know what? I would say friend. We've all been looking out for one another, and we've been through some quite strange happenings. So yes, I would say friend.
Is your arrow wound feeling okay?
It has mended because rest. So
Yeah, we got a good sleep.
a little
Finally.
bit better. Yes, yes. Hopefully we don't run into any more groups. And I'm a little bit worried about whatever that demon was.
Yeah, that was a weird voice. It was
He
either
sounded very reassured that we were in his trap, and I feel as though maybe that trap might have been bigger than we expected it, and I'm a little worried that we're still in his territory. So
oh yeah.
that's just my feelings behind it.
Yeah, hopefully that was like a spooky trick he was using to make his voice like that. What could actually have that voice? I've never seen nothing like that.
I mean, we are dealing with all sorts of magic. I'm sure anybody could disguise their voice as they please.
Oh my god, you're right. I bet he has a really well-known voice. I bet he's like somebody that people would recognize if they heard his voice. So he's doing that to throw people off his track.
Probably
Or
Pontus.
could be his
Oh
voice.
no. You think it's Pontus?
I don't think it's
No, that was just a backhanded joke. I apologize.
It could totally be Pontus.
In hearing Ugla's and Genra's conversation about thanking each other, I go up and give Ugla a hug and say, "Thank you for saving my life a second time, friend."
Oh,
Aw.
always.
quite
I would
sweet.
always do it for you. As close as we've gotten over the last year, you can always bet that my shield will be at your side.
Now, if only I could hit targets.
Next battle. We got it. All right. Y'all
Can I
got
bring
your walking shoes on? Oh, yeah. Lycus, you can have your cannon back. It's still on my shoulder.
So it poofed over.
Oh. I was hoping it was just chilling there.
Ooh, of course.
What was that roll
That's kinda what
for?
I suspected.
Who knows?
Dun dun dun.
Ooh. I look over at everybody. Did I happen to mention the other things that were in that hedge's possession? I was so taken by that pendant, and that's quite an interesting trinket. There was this little well, let me just show you. And she pulls out the little scroll. Do you see this? This looks to
Oh.
be some sort of spell, so I suggest that none of you try to repeat it, but do have a look-see.
For those of you who are not arcane casters, you can't read shit.
Hmm.
So, just Genra and Lycus.
Lycus can read it really well.
Lycus, you're pretty sure it's something about trees or clouds, but you can't really figure it out.
Do you see what it says, Lycus?
Mm.
I'm gonna take that as a
Does
no.
it write a message in the sky? I've heard spells can do that from time.
Well, it does indeed talk about the sky in ways. It's something about happy little clouds.
So for reference, Genra, this is a scroll of happy little clouds. It's a modified version of the Skywrite spell, which rather than allowing you to write a message in the sky, allows you to create a happy little cloud drawing in the sky.
Why did she have this?
That's so cute. It's like Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
It's so Animal Crossing.
Well, if we need to manipulate a village, okay.
Well, I mean, we could always send a message that is, something bad is happening, or something very good is happening, or I don't know. We could use it. Maybe never.
Does this
Or
seem
at
like
some
something
point.
we could sell?
Perhaps. I'm not quite sure. I'm not very privy on the market for spells.
Yeah, if we run into more people like Cobblepot, we're obviously going to end up needing gold.
Oh, Cobblepot.
Yeah,
I mean,
we need a boatload of gold.
That's preferable than what he was asking for as alternatives. I wonder if that's how people in Alderheart do business.
You can cast Skywrite one time with the scroll, and rather than making a message, you have to think of an image that you'd like to, like a simple
Right.
image that you'd like to paint in clouds.
Perhaps,
like a cloud dinosaur or some
fox.
shit. Cloud fox, yeah. Then you'll make a performance check to determine how accurate your imagination is, and the lower you roll, the more cloud-like it will appear. The higher, the more accurate of a depiction.
That's pretty cool.
Somewhere out there, somebody was looking at clouds going, maybe that's a... You think that's a...
Exactly.
Is that a...
But if you roll really
Where is
well,
it?
they'll be like, holy shit, a full diorama
Yeah.
of the solar system.
Right.
You do it perfect. That's Sylvester Stallone at the 2-minute and 47 mark of Rocky.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nice. Well, it looks like we have this in our possession, so if we indeed end up needing it, we can always use it, I suppose.
So only she could read it to cast it?
No, Lycus is also capable of casting it as long as if she explains it to him, but he didn't roll well enough to identify it himself.
Okay. All right, yeah, if if the situation calls for it, go for it. Or maybe we could trade it for some extra money if we need.
Indeed.
Alright. I have added the item to your character sheet. Just so when we never use it and forget it for the next 6 months, you'll be like, my scroll.
It'll hit that point where we find that really cool thing that she really needs, and it's like, wait, this.
You'll desperately need to send your party a sign that you've been captured,
Oh,
and,
that,
and
yeah.
your only option is just a big old picture of dicks in the sky.
Mm-hmm. That's the only way we would know.
That's gonna be it.
Yep.
That's the only way.
Should we rescue Jinra? I mean, there's no way to know. And then you just see a huge dick in the sky. Oh, I think she's okay. just to feel it.
Yes.
All right. The day passes uneventfully. You bed down for another night on the road. One full 24 hours travel from Alderheart.
Whoop, whoop. We're
So,
almost there, guys.
are we going to take watch tonight and hope that nothing happens?
Yeah, and we're gonna get way off the road too.
Indeed. I guess we weren't going to look into that cart anymore because we passed it quite quickly. Kind of forgot about that cart.
Quite some time ago, in fact.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. You weren't super interested in investigating it, so we just kind of left it.
I just figured since we were so
I
close
think we
to
all
it
forgot about it.
originally. Yes.
Let's be honest.
Indeed.
Yeah. I mean, that girl got kidnapped, and she's with those bandits, and they even said they had her, and she had
Oh,
something to
yes.
do with that cart, and
I'm quite
that's a
sure
thing
they
in the
killed
past
her by
now. We're looking for the original evil, not the lesser evil, right?
I will use those words against you at some point. So.
Oh, I thought that's what you wanted to do. I wanted to kill those bandits.
Yes, and they're the lesser evil to the more evil, whatever it is that we're trying to find, right? With Pontus?
Yeah,
Well, what do you
I
know
mean,
that we don't?
we have their
mean-
business card at least, though.
That's true. We could
Lesser,
always...
greater, isn't it all kind of evil?
It is all
Yes.
evil.
How do
I
we know
mean,
they're not
there's-
even connected? Come on,
There's
guys.
more reasonable things, though. I mean, being a bandit means maybe you came from, nothing, and you need to steal to acquire something.
I mean, they're kidnapping
Or-
innocent women, though.
Well,
Or-
obviously, there's some sort of corruption there, but. Or
Hear me out.
bandits.
Maybe
I mean,
they
it's-
just think they're stronger and better than the others. And they think they
Perhaps.
deserve to be able to take the things from them.
Mm.
we do have one of their pendants too. So, if we needed to
Mhm.
infiltrate their camp, we could always disguise one of our persons
It's
as
true.
one of them. I guess.
I
don't
could
know what
wear
it
a
is.
bandana and then that around my neck. I bet they'd never know.
I mean, it's usually the humble folk who are, who are more likely to resort to it. But I don't know. Hey,
Mm.
I like to go for Occam's razor most of the time, but you can cut your own throat with that razor from time to time.
Yeah, let's go into the Alderheart and see if anybody recognizes that symbol. Learn as much as we can about them, and we'll go back.
Mhm.
We don't
I
want
would
we
agree
don't
with
want to
that.
hit the avium first.
That's on the other
It's
side.
very far away. I mean, we could go through Alderheart and then go straight thereafter. It makes
Or we could
sense.
go
It
to
makes
the avium and then Alderheart on the way back.
But if you stay on the road,
so
you're
much
going to
further.
go through Alderheart.
Why would?
Yeah, we
I
could
don't
just ignore
understand.
that.
and then go through the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No!
Rezik, do you have friends in the avium?
No, I don't really particularly want to do too much investigating at Alderheart. That's where I'm originally from.
Oh,
really?
well,
You have some sort of
maybe.
unfinished business that you don't want us attending to in Alderheart?
No, I just kind of cut ties with everybody there, and I didn't want to come back.
Hey, I understand
I mean-
completely, my friend. My
You don't know them. Ignore them.
I have some
Don't
cousins in there, in a couple noble houses that might not want to see me or might not be too nice. Or I understand. We'll try and finish it up quickly.
Okay.
All right. So, night falls and you head off the road and look for a safe spot to camp. Roll survival.
I'm gonna assist Lycus.
Roll advantaged survival, or roll twice. Oh, we already got one roll. All right, 17 it is. Cool. So, Rezik and Genra venture
We have
off.
3 people with 3 in survival.
Rezik and Genra venture off into the woods looking for a suitable, non-root covered, soft forest floor to make camp in.
Ooh.
The both of you, heading in different directions, find yourself entering a small wooded glade, and a pool of water is present. Rezik, your pool of water is seems clean and clear, nice and peaceful. You think you thought you spot maybe an elk or some sort of deer or something like that drinking just before you entered the glade that fled when it heard you coming. Genra, your wooded glade is misty and mysterious. There is something magical, mystical about the mist. Do either of you do anything?
So the animals all fled. Never
There-
mind.
there- there
I
was-
shouldn't even ask that. Never mind.
There was one elk, and yes, it fled.
Okay.
So if I used gust of wind, would it work on this mist?
Assuming it's a mundane mist of mistiness,
But it-
probably.
Feels magical, you said.
It's not like it feels magical, just something seems more than it appears.
So I guess I'm between gust of wind and just rolling Arcana to see if I can kind of figure out what's going on.
I mean, you could do both. You could Arcana first and Gust of Wind after.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. There's definitely more than meets the eye here. You're not sure what it is, but it's definitely something.
I guess I'm just gonna try to use my gust of wind.
Okay. All right. Genra solos a squad of 3 steam mephits.
What are those?
They're little steam devils.
Aw, that's kind of cute.
They're like elemental evil creatures. In this case, made of a mixture of fire and water and malice.
So would I have found them if I divine sensed in that area?
If you had been there, yeah, because they're elementals.
Cool.
I don't know. You don't get elementals. You get devils and other stuff, right? So
Celestial, fiend, or undead.
yeah, they're not technically fiends. They're elemental evils.
Oh, so nope.
So-
It looks fine to me. Is what I would have said.
Yep. So yeah, you gust wind and this big gust, and the steam blows out of the area. Roll perception, Genra.
Okay.
You hear several tiny, angry squeals of rage. Yeah. But other than that, the mist dissipates and nothing happens.
Does the water look nice?
Looks
clear?
clean and clear. Yeah.
Great. I guess I'm just gonna walk away.
All right. Resik, do you do anything at your clearing and pool?
I want to go to the water and I want to get a drink, and then I guess I want to take a look around to see what I could see.
Okay. Roll Constitution save.
Oh god damn it!
Drinking it? Mm.
Sure. You drink the water. It's cold and cool and just a little bit sweet. If anything, you feel refreshed.
Okay. And my look around provides nothing other than just peacefulness.
Yeah, it's a very quiet and peaceful glade with a pool of slightly sweet water.
Okay. I'm gonna take that in as a mental note, walk back to the group, and let them know what I found.
All right.
Yep.
Both explorers return, recounting tales of peaceful glades and mist in one and a refreshing pool of sweet water in the other.
Well, your area sounded much better than mine, Rusik. Perhaps we should go over there.
Yeah, let's go over there.
I vote for non-mist for greater visibility when we wake up in the middle of the night because we're under attack.
Or we could hide beneath the mist if you use that logic.
Yeah, but the mist isn't there anymore, right?
Right, but it may return. I'm thinking there was something there creating the mist, so.
Probably.
But peacefulness sounds wonderful. mystery.
Okay, let's go sleep over there, Rezek. You got your Heidi tools ready?
Yeah, I got my body tools ready.
All right.
Mm.
You head to the Sweetwater Glade and get out your Heidi tools. Disguise your campsite. Would anyone else like to drink some sweet water?
Nah.
No?
Nobody
Lycus
wants to
made me
try the
plenty
sweet
earlier.
water. I feel so refreshed.
You do. You feel very refreshed.
Do you tell the group that it's really good and exciting?
No, I
Okay.
just tell them that it was really sweet, and I felt refreshed afterwards. No emphasis on like, you guys should try it.
Okay. Then Ugla will be like,
Peer
okay,
pressure.
neat. Go to bed.
Okay. In the morning, Resik, for the rest of that day, you'll be so refreshed you can move 1 extra foot during every move action.
Ooh.
Son of a bitch.
You're all missing that bonus.
You get
One
you
extra
sprout
foot.
phantom toe.
Does that mean it rounds up to 30 now?
Nope.
God,
But
26.
every time you move 5 move actions, you get 1 extra square.
it's a buy 5 get 1 free.
Yeah.
Yes.
awesome. That's the best. Okay.
So normally you could move 125 feet in 5 actions. Now it's 130.
Even
That's
better.
awesome. Go Sweetwater.
Yep. All right. You
Think more.
pass into the night once more. Give me a round of perception checks.
So we're keeping the same
I
watch
assume
schedule.
the same order, yeah.
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 Always gotta be one. Wait,
Mhm.
no,
Say-
we're short one more.
As
Like
well
us.
as
Need
I
Lycus.
do want to put out there that I want to always put the alarm up just
Right.
for me, so that way I know whether or not people are coming in, and as well as if Ugla's leaving.
Okay. Resik is
Right, and me and Ginner are sleeping back to back.
right.
So if Ugla wakes up, hopefully it'll wake.
Uh,
Or if Ugla does phantom sleep stuff, hopefully it'll wake her up.
Resik, during your watch, the first watch, you once again hear a bunch of shuffling about in the night. The brush moves and wiggles. The wind blows through the trees, and you're not sure something's coming into your camp. And then, from behind you, on the other side of the camp, a wombat snuffles into the camp.
Ancient
I
evil.
don't
Like a non-intelligent wombat, or
Correct. A small earth pig comes snuffling into camp under the cover of darkness,
Cutely.
seeking dinner,
Snacks.
snacks.
thinking dinners.
It doesn't. It looks entirely harmless, though I suppose, given its size, it could be mildly problematic if it were really mad at a small child.
And a small child. Okay, I just toss a rock at it.
You spook the
try and
earth
startle
pig!
it.
Ah, you enemy of nature! Roll D100 for offending the
Roll
natural
what?
gods.
Roll what?
Roll a D100 for offending the natural gods.
Ooh.
in the plus 15.
What happens if it's a 1?
If it's a 1, bad shit happens. Any other roll, he's fine. Ah, shucks. You spook the wombat and he fucking flees into the darkness.
Okay.
It's so cute.
Okay. Night passes. No one else seems to have any issues or concerns. Ah, yes, a picture of a wombat.
They're adorable.
Combat wombat.
Combat wombat.
It's actually not the cutest picture.
Yeah, I've definitely
but-
seen some cute wombats. This is not one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
This looks like a piglet.
It's an earth
Yeah,
pig. Yeah, it looks
they're
exactly like what I described it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so the dawn of the last day, Zelda reference. For those of you who played Majora's Mask back in ye olden days, The dawn of the last day arrives. You awaken, rested, feeling great about yourselves. Rezek especially, feeling very light of step. Don your gear and travel onwards. About 8 hours into your 10 to 12, that's better. 8 hours into your 10 to 12 hours of travel, you finally break cover of the wooded area into the giant clearing that is the Alderheart Center, and up ahead you can see the base. For those of you who haven't been here in character, of course, it's definitely a sight to behold. This tree is fucking Yggdrasil from Final Fantasy. It is huge.
Now, is that going solo, or are you
I agree.
risking some other poor suckers?
Yes, definitely solo for sure.
I always travel in a pack.
You would. Yeah, the tree itself is enormous. It could easily hold probably all of Winnowing Reach, stacked on top of itself, a dozen times. The foliage, the actual tree top, covers a full mile across in diameter. So it is blocking out all of the other major tree foliage, which is why there's such a great clearing here. The characters who haven't seen this, it's pretty awe-inspiring. Like not only the size, but at several levels, you can see like lights and maybe like colorful stuff sticking out, showing signs of like civilization and habitation.
So before they go in, Ugla's gonna pull everybody aside and say, "Well, I think I need to tell you guys this before we go in. But a long time ago, I wasn't the man that I am today. I was a child. And,
That sudden birth.
my family, the von Beeksbrooks, were forced out of the Alderheart by our cadet branches of our cousins. We escaped. We escaped to Winnowing Reach, where things fell apart as we were destroyed economically. I'm the only one left, and it's been a real long time, so I don't think anybody's gonna recognize me since I was younger then, but yeah, I'll try and keep my face hidden just in case.
As I ruffle my feathers, don't worry, I'll keep them away.
I mean,
think you all worry too
judge-
much.
Judging by where they were when they forced my family out, I don't think we can touch them. Not even with 100 owls. Strings.
Yeah, but you only need one raptor.
Oh.
Ugla laughs heartily and puts his arm around him. Okay.
All right, buddy. You say so. Okay. After you finish marveling at the sight that is Alderheart and bring your eyes back down to ground level, you spot maybe like an outer fencing area. Not so much a wall as it is kind of a customs area. Rezek, you're very familiar with this. Everyone who's not special has to pass through customs here, or cannot be allowed to enter Alderheart through conventional means. Normally, this is just a "Hey, who are you? Why are you visiting?" kind of deal.
Ooh, customs.
Mm-hmm.
So Ugla's going to pull out his signet ring and see if it gets him in without having to pass anything.
There you go. This is also where like the beginnings of kind of like super civilization will start, right outside of these customs, like low walls. So beyond Alderheart, and not including the Avium's kind of like a smaller, sister city, but all of the other, cities and villages and towns of the land are pretty small scale. This is like living your entire life in a rural town and thinking that the big city nearby is the city with, population 15,000, and then going to fucking New York City for the first time in your life. So you can see even from here, there's a line at the customs people at the customs, gate. Even this late at night, there appear to be variety, or maybe just a very extended tent city kind of deal, or maybe like kiosks or something outside of the city walls, where commerce and trade are probably going on. You also start to spot a lot of travelers all of a sudden. People who maybe camp out here in the fields outside of Alderheart, or who are leaving, or who have, or like, since you can see across the glade, you can also see that maybe there are, like more people. In fact, it looks like there's a lot of foot traffic coming from the direction of the avium, from that eastern road. Okay. We approach late at night. It is coming up on dinner time, right about the time you'd think about stopping for the night if you were planning on sleeping outside. Of course, you're close enough that you could probably make the journey into Alderheart, assuming you can pass customs.
Well,
So yeah, Ugla is gonna go to Razak and say, "Hey, so you have official business in the city. Maybe my signet ring plus your papers will be enough to just get our group through and skip the line."
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. We'll see what we can wrangle in here.
Let's do it.
So you approach. It's the size of the tree is a little kind of mind fuckery. You end up walking further to get to these gates than you thought you'd have to, just because you underestimated how large the tree and everything around it is. Takes you like from the edge of the clearing. It's still like an hour towards the customs gate. Finally, you close in, and what you thought were low walls are actually pretty good, solid-sized walls, a good 20 feet tall. And the gate is a full-on, gated structure with a portcullis and heavy doors. There are maybe a dozen customs guards, officers, perch watch members,
Agents?
perhaps. Maybe you're not sure what their name is, since most of you haven't been here before. Rezik, you know that these are an extension of the perch watch, and that just behind, or maybe on top of this 20-foot wall are round the clock perch watch guards. All of you are aware that the perch watch is the bird folk only prized militia or army of the Humblewood. You approach. You come up, you find yourself at the back of a pretty decent sized line. Now I know your plan is to skip ahead of him, just telling you what's happening. So at the back of this pretty decent sized line, it looks like there's a small cornucopia of traveling vendors who may probably make their living here outside of the wall. They've got small hand-drawn carts and are hawking wares to people stuck in line, who maybe are it's largely like foods and drinks, or little like knickknacks and tchotchkes. At least one of them sells toys, trying to help parents entertain their children.
So I look around to see if I can tell if I recognize or remember any of the agents that are currently doing any of the inspections and stuff while we're waiting in line anyways.
The agents don't look terribly familiar, but you do recognize the faces, at least, of several of the hand cart vendors. You bought a particularly delicious churro from that guy once, and
Okay.
and the toy vendor, you've seen him before. Churro. The toy vendor, you've seen him. He you remember this time, like, this kid was like really screaming, like he was having the worst fucking day of his life, and the toy vendor saved the day as you happened to be standing in line, and entertained him into quietness. So you guys have walked up. You're at the back of the line currently, but if you'd like to try your skip the line plan, tell me what you're doing. What your plan is.
We're just gonna look. Is there like an expedited line, like a fast pass line, for
Not
people
that
who
you
have
can
regular
see.
business there?
No, you definitely see other merchants who are standing waiting in line.
No.
All right.
And Rezik, you've always stood in the line before.
do we see anybody walk past the line and go up to anybody else?
Not at the moment, but you've only been here a few minutes.
All right. So I guess I'll just suggest we get in line and watch and see if there's like a special guard or anybody that people go up to in order to attempt to schmooze their way through, and we'll try that guy if it happens.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
About 10 minutes into your wait, one of the agents of the customs agents, kind of walks back, and there's you and a couple people in front of you, and several more behind you who have come up. If they came up as a group, they're chatting amongst themselves. If they're solo, they're just kind of hanging out. You guys carry weapons, so they're not really interested in talking to you at the moment. The other line goers, that is, the customs agent is walking up the line. He walks up the line. He looks like he's got a piece of paper or something in his hand and on a clipboard. They probably don't have clipboards, on a piece of wood.
An acorn top.
Yes, an acorn top. And he's looking at it, and he looks at people as he walks by them, and eventually he stops like 3 people in front of you in a small group. It looks like maybe a couple and a child, and he quietly asks them questions. Takes a few minutes, and he starts moving up the line, person or group by group, maybe gathering information or something like that. And finally, he comes up to you guys, three after the start, and looks you over and, well, you look interesting, particularly Marshall, I suppose. Where do you hail from?
I'm originally from here.
I'm from Renewing Reach.
Sorry, I should have been more clear. Where are you coming from?
Winnowing Reach.
Renewing Reach.
Okay. Your original, your birth location is not of interest to me.
Got it.
And what is your business in Alderheart?
It's official by nature and some trade as well.
Official by nature, and
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on this official business?
And I pat Ugla on the back a little roughly.
Like, hey, buddy, it's your turn.
Oh, yes, we're here on behalf of the, and he feels really weird saying this because he hasn't said this word in like 30 years. The von Beeksbrook family, to try and assist with helping the Tinders fight the encroaching fires.
The von Beeksbrook family. Is that some sort of mayoral?
He holds out his signet ring.
Are they the mayors of some humdrum swamplands?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I'm not sure what official business that brings you to the Alderheart for. Hold on. Let me. I'll take a note. And trade, you said?
Yes, trade as well.
Oh yes.
What is your primary commodity?
Currently, it's
Fire lizards.
Magical goods.
metal.
We
It's
have
going to be
metal and other trinkets that we'd like to sell.
Metals.
some rare metal.
Rare metal. Oh, good,
Yeah.
good. I hope
Maybe you've heard of sky metal.
I was just going to say sky metal. We got a little piece of that in earlier, and all the forge masters, all the crafters have been looking for it. You'll be
Yes,
popular.
well, we have it. Wonderful.
Yes.
Didn't bite me in the butt this time.
All right, and the intended duration of your stay, roughly.
Probably.
3, 4 days.
at most.
2 days.
Few days, that's fair.
Excellent.
3.
You don't intend to take up residence. That's primarily what
No.
I'm trying to find out.
Correct.
Right. Up to a week. Let's just say up to a week.
Up to a week. That's fine. Hopefully you can afford in space. I would. You all look like you're reasonably not destitute. I would advise avoiding the lower branches. We are.
Where is your Temple of Altus?
That depends on what. I don't.
Where at?
I don't mean to be crude, but but to put it bluntly, that depends on how affluent you are.
To go to a temple?
Which temple is the question? The
Oh.
nice temple or the less nice temple?
Well, they all have beds.
No.
They all have sleeping spots.
No. Maybe in your Hoboken humdrum, you know, township they did, but I assure you, all of the temples in the upper branches do not take the homeless in.
I mean, even a party of a brother?
Well, if
Yeah,
you're
Ugla, the
right.
homeless.
If you're a priest or a cleric or something like that, then of course I'm sure they will accommodate you. But as I was attempting to allude to, we are currently full to the brim with refugees. We do not have space for those who cannot afford their own lodgings.
That's fair. So the fire's gotten this far?
The northern forests are reporting a great deal of destruction.
Oh, man. Well, then y'all have great need of us, then. You better fast track us in to go talk to the tenders.
The tenders are under suspicion, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, there's something very wrong with them. We tried to seek them out in the Scorched Grove to figure out what the root of it all was, and they tried to kill us.
You went to the Scorched Grove.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, we came from Ashborough by way of Winnowing and reached to
Damn it,
here.
damn it, damn it!
I see. If you'll please follow me, I will make sure you get inside presently.
Oh, perfect. Here we go. VIP line, guys.
Oh,
He
damn it, Ugla.
he steps you out of line and starts walking you towards the gate. He puts two fingers in his mouth and gives a loud piercing whistle of a with a particular pending lilt, a upturned lilt.
I like a pending lilt.
A
That's
pending
cool.
lilt.
Upending.
Yes. And the gate, like some guards up, perch guard on the wall. Like you see several different species of bird folks peek their heads out over, notice you guys very quickly, and like nod. And the gate opens as you approach.
I've been in this airport before.
On the other side of the gate is a dozen armed perch guard. They look over at the customs agent. He looks over at them. He nods like, yes, this is them. And the leader steps forward. If you'll follow me, we'd like to ask you some questions.
Absolutely. We welcome it. Thank you for
I've been
taking
in
us.
this airport.
Wait a minute.
Rezik, this is not standard operating procedure.
So since I know that, can
Ugla's into
I
a 7.
can I try and stealth away from the group, or do they know how many in the group there is, and they will be looking
This
for me?
is not gonna be easy to stealth away from.
You have no idea if this perch guard group unit is aware of who's in the group and how many. For sure the customs agent knows you exist.
Oh, god damn it.
So you could try and stealth away, maybe like wait until the customs agent has done his handoff and turned around. There might be that moment, but it's up to you.
No, I want to ride this one out. I don't want to split the party.
Did Genra? She didn't actually go into the Scorched Grove. Like she never made it in there. She ran to the group as they were leaving, right?
We were by it.
Yeah, none of you technically really entered the Scorched Grove. It was more about the way he phrased it.
Of course.
Okay. So yeah, they take you into this large gatehouse. Looks like it functions as like a multi-purpose building and barracks. You see like off-duty perch guard going in and out, but on like the other side, the door you're walking to, it looks a lot more functionary. You see, like people who look like they're busy at work, working in their spots or coming in and out of that building. He leads you inside with there's some dude leading you, and then 11 perch guard following behind you in a rough semicircle.
Oh, nice. VIP escort. Alderheart really knows how to treat its citizens and surrounding area.
For sure.
I kind of like elbow Ugly and shake my head.
Hmm.
Okay.
Where are we headed, sir?
Oh, just inside.
Okay, cool. What's
Yeah.
inside?
Well, I wanted to ask you some questions. You'll recall.
So
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Questions,
right.
absolutely.
Of course. Now, if you follow me, and he like opens the door and leads you in, and says, "Now, I hope you don't. I hope you won't be alarmed. Standard operating procedure. No, nothing really out of the order. Nobody's in trouble.
Oh, you're cutting out a lot.
Oh,
We
shit.
got. I hope you don't be alarmed.
I hope you won't be alarmed. This is standard procedure. No one's in trouble. But I'd like each of you to pick, to enter a room, and we'll, ask some simple questions, and then send you on your way.
Okay.
Fair
Cool.
enough.
All right. Everyone ends up in their own room with their own interrogator. I mean, guard member.
Right.
And by and large, for three of you, it's a very uninteresting activity. They give you the third degree about where you came from, what you did, why you're here, and where you've been, and they really grill you about the Scorched Grove and Ash Barrow. So we won't role play this out except for one of you who has a worse time of it.
thanks though.
I need Genra to tell me how honest you are, how much you tell them, whether you try to lie.
Wow.
And you like if you're
I'm
not
gonna say I'm honest. I
Okay.
have no reason to lie to authority.
okay, so you tell them about Winnowing Reach, about Meadowfen, your time in Ash Barrow, your trip out towards the Tenders of the Scorched Grove and back.
I mean, would I tell them about our experience with Pontus?
I'm assuming
Is
you.
that really
I'm
something to
assuming
bring
you
up?
leave out Pontus and
Yeah,
the Altus
okay.
Temple guy, but you're not leaving out major details of your travels or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Rezik, same question.
Oh no.
No, I say nothing.
I'm trying to think. I don't. He's very honorable and so I want to say he tells the truth on this one.
Okay.
Now if it was me, I'd be like, no, I'm taking fuck the authority.
Fuck
But-
y'all, call
but-
a lawyer.
Yeah, but it's no, he's honorable and dutiful, so he tells what he believes is important to him.
Okay, so same
Oh, we
as
have a good
Genra.
guy party.
I know, right?
This is my first pure good character. He's in with good company.
Lycus, same questions.
Probably he's not lying, but he's probably not entirely. He doesn't talk.
You omit truths.
Omit certain sections that probably don't have any relevance to these people here.
Okay,
That makes sense.
so slightly less, information than the other two gave, but still no outright lies or deceits. Okay. So for the three of you, this is a very boring affair. They take a bunch of notes, but nothing really untoward happens. The only thing that they do, the one thing in addition to the questions, is that they will loosely search you. There's nothing severe, no cavity searches, but they want to look through your bag. They want to check your
Yep.
body. You can tell they're looking for something, but they don't really mention what.
Oh, good thing I got rid of the lizard.
All right, Ugla.
Fred.
You start with the same series of questions. Where were you? Where have you been? What have you been doing? I'm assuming Ugla, being Ugla, tells the exact truth. And
Yep.
how detailed are you? Do you talk about Pontus and Banton or anything? You talk about Gregory?
Honestly, he would be. he thinks that like there's something up with Winnowing Reach, but he doesn't know if there's anything up with Alderheart or not,
Mhm.
as far as this grand illusion or whatever bullshit he finds himself caught up in. So he would omit names,
Okay.
but he would tell the general gist of what's happened.
But so you do say like our mayor vanished and was replaced, or do you skip that part?
No, no, not the vanishing part.
Okay. So you
Like
basically you leave
we
out.
returned home with the torch and nobody even knew who we were. It's just gonna sound like an idiot. And so then we went out to find an old friend in Ashboro, that kind of shit.
Okay, so you leave out most of the super mysterious bits.
Supernatural elements.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
Okay. So that seems fine. They're like, all right, it's like we're really investigating the Scorched Grove very deeply. There's a lot of suspicion, and especially with all the fires starting, we just have to we really need to be really tight about this.
Yeah, he'll agree and emphasize that's why he's there.
Cool. We're really glad. Hopefully you can be of service or of help. Last thing, sir, I need to look you over. Make sure you're not showing any signs of fire corruption.
Okay. Ugla in his head clearly didn't have fire corruption from what he learned in the Scorched Grove, and it's okay.
Yep. As we as adult humans in the real world are well aware of the differences of knowing what the signs of a problem are and just knowing that a problem exists and looking for any signs are. So they search Ugla. They look through your gear, nothing untoward. They start to search your body, and they pull up your dominant hand, that right hand, and they spot the dark fingers, and his eyes like bug out. Sir, have you come into contact with any corrupted creatures of the Scorched Grove?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I see. Okay. Great. I will just take this down and be right back. He
Okay.
leaves the room. The other three of you have all been let go. You're just kind of hanging out in a waiting area, chilling with waiting for Ugla. The three of you hear kind of a panicked voice, like coming from like up the hallway. Like, sir, we've got one. Sir, call in the team.
Son of a bitch.
God, I told you we should have cut his fingers off.
He could just play it off like a birthmark. That's actually the color they are. They've been like that.
Yeah.
Like
all
this
along.
is Ugla.
You hear the sound of several, like armored feet come running up the area. Ugla, your door bursts open, and you see several armored guards once again. Sir, they've got like full-on face mask, like full helmets on. Sir, could you come with us? Actually, you know what? I have a button for
I was
this.
gonna ask.
I do. Hold on. I think I've got it. Here we go. Yeah. Sir, could you come with us?
Sure. More questions?
No, sir. We're going to have to remove your fire corruption.
What fire corruption?
Sir, please don't get belligerent and come with us.
I'm a little confused. Do you mean my fingers?
Oh my god, sir, please put your fire corruption away.
Man, y'all don't even know what fire corruption looks like. That's not what this is.
They start to just head into the room. You can tell they're wearing medieval hazmat suits. So it's like rather than like gloves and reticulated pieces of armor and stuff like that, they've got full metal arm up to the shoulder with a single hinge at the elbows and slightly bending gauntlets. They start to filter into the room and several of them stand behind you and one stands in front of you. Sir, if you'll follow me.
Where's Fred?
Fire corruption involves large orange veins running and pulsing through something, not just black fingers. It's different.
They're bodily pushing you out of the room and up away unless you resist.
I invoke the rights of nobility for a trial before you take me off to remove my fingers.
Nobility? What family?
Von Beeksbrook.
You can. There's not a lot of rotation in the suits, so they like have to turn. Von Beeksbrook. Have you heard of Von Beeksbrook? I don't think that's a family.
No.
They try to they can't whisper because they have to speak.
Why do I
through
see
the
there's a bunch
metal.
of Luma in those hazmat suits?
And so they're discussing amongst themselves, and then one at the front turns around, clank 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 clank. Oh yes, von Beeksbrook. That's one of those. That's one of those fallen noble families. They have no claim to noble lineage any longer.
By way of its cadets families, we do.
Yes, but those child families, they grew into proper nobles.
I mean, it's still noble blood.
Yeah, well, my 38th, I'm 138th king too, but that doesn't make me special.
And I'm a strig. Don't cut off my fingers.
Oh, racist too. That makes sense for a noble line.
Yeah. Y'all are racist and you don't care about me being a noble. Y'all are double terrible.
Sir,
Double terrible by the rights of terribleness. Line 52.
Sir, do you have any proof of your noble lineage?
Yes. And he holds up his signet ring.
I see. Well, we will have to take you into custody while we discover whether this has any bearing on your situation.
Also, inform whatever your lowest temple of Altus is.
Inform them of what?
That one of their brothers is being taken to have his fingers chopped off over nothing.
I'm sure they'll be excited to learn that more fire corruption has been removed from the world.
Do we hear all this?
No.
Excited to learn what?
Oh.
Excited to learn that the fire corruption is being, cut out.
It's not fire corruption.
They body you up a hallway, and instead of leading you into some scary room, they just kind of put you into a comfortable cell.
Excellent.
Trio. A few minutes later, after that commotion, you like an efficient of some kind, a paper pusher comes up and, excuse me, if you're the group with Mr. Von Beeksbrook?
Yes.
All right. Yell at me, why don't you? No need to raise your voice, sir. I just work here.
Okay, so then you can tell us what's going on, then, right?
I can't.
Where's our buddy at?
Mr. Von Beeksbrook showed signs of fire corruption, and he is currently being held in a safe containment chamber.
Fire what? Hold on a minute.
Fire corruption.
No. Have you ever seen fire corruption, buddy?
No, sir.
Oh, so how do you know what it looks like?
I'm just telling you what I've been told, sir.
Can I talk to your manager?
Yes, Karen. God.
I will let him know that you are looking to speak to him. I'm sure he'll be right along. If you can wait here, or you're welcome to head outside, and come back in the morning.
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, hustles off. All right.
Is there a guard?
No, but it's a locked cell.
So whoever leads me into the cell, I'm allowed to talk to them?
You can.
I guess.
The three hazmat suited people led you into the cell.
Would one of y'all mind delivering a message for me?
To whom and what message?
Edna von Talensbrook and tell her that her cousin finally came home. He's very sorry on behalf of his entire family. That's why he came here, and he needs her help.
Oh, you want to deliver a message to a noble?
Yeah, to Edna.
But I'm afraid that's a somewhat costly enterprise, especially with any haste. Have you any money?
What kind of cost?
Well, if you'd like it delivered today, before morning, I believe it would be 1 silver piece.
Today?
Yeah, if you'd like it to be today, it would be 1 silver piece.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I mean,
Noble, come on.
Don't pay.
It sounds like the United States.
Yeah.
if you'd like to rush shipping, that'll be 1 gold.
Oh,
Be your
and
firstborn.
imprint this on the bottom of the message. Can you bring me the paper and he'll stamp it with his signet ring?
Okay. So they lock you in the cell, and like 10 minutes later, they'll like slide a parchment, a quill, and some ink and some sealing wax.
Yeah. So Ugla knows that things were really, really, really ugly with his parents and their parents to the point where his parents were destroyed. And he also didn't want to have any contact with these people ever again. But if the choices appeal to them or get his fingers cut off, he doesn't really have a choice. So he's going to try and be as persuasive and nice as possible, and basically just like profoundly apologize and talk about everything he's tried to do to reform his life, to pay penance for the sins of his parents, and to just ask her to please send counsel if she can.
Okay.
Explain the situation.
Alrighty. So you explain your plight and ask for aid. All right. You're left in there. The party is left to spend its evening either in here or out on the lawn. You did fast pass your way through the line. You are on the other side of customs, so there is that.
3 out of 4 are in.
Kind of worked.
Fucking torch.
Yeah. In the night, Ugla, a piece of paper slides under your door.
Read it.
Okay. I tear it up. Fuck paper. I don't know.
Ugly eats it in anger.
they didn't give him dinner, so this must have been it. He eats it. Okay. On it is a short message. It just says, "We, the keepers of the fire, would like to assist you. Pass this paper out your cell window in the form of a bird, if you wish our aid."
What's their name again?
We, the keepers of the fire.
At first, he's super creeped out and doesn't like it, but then he thinks about it and he's like, the defining moment that turned all this upside down was me as a torchbearer. Maybe there's good fire and bad fire in this world. And they didn't say the Tinders, who are the true corrupted ones. So, okay, let's see what happens.
All right.
So he'll fold it up to the best of his ability and do a little crane.
Roll
Flick it out the-
dexterity.
Oh my god.
Ugla is a paper folding master.
Motherfucker.
You've only seen an origami crane like twice, but for some reason it really stuck in your mind. And you fold it up in the best depiction you can manage and pass it outside the window. And the wall that the window is on slides away, revealing the outside. And we'll stop there tonight.
Just an open ground, a wall.
Yeah, I mean it's an exterior wall, so it slides open into grass, space.
Okay.
We'll pick up there on Thursday.
Wait, what did I miss?
You missed everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Nothing in character.
We made a deal with the devil.
But
Jeez.
Ugla may have made a suspicious deal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It did pass through his head. Maybe my cousin can get me out, but I mean, if these people can be guaranteed to get me out, I'll hear them out. Why?
Okay. That was it. Good job, everybody. Nice work. For those of you out there on the internet, we appreciate you. You're cool kids. We hope you have a lovely time. We'll be back on Thursday for more Dungeony Dragons. Bye.
Bye now.
You don't need a